Andi with an R.
Welcome to the Still Real pregame. We have a star-studded show ribbed for your pleasure. It's the 1-year anniversary, so I'm going to get right to it. The word of the day is happy. So whenever you hear the word of the day, crack open your favorite pregame of choice. Please pregame responsibly and enjoy the show.
Andi with an R. Andi with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andi with an R.
Happy anniversary, Bryce. Welcome to the Still Real pregame. It's our 1-year anniversary.
Very cool!
Yep. Although you haven't been on every episode, everyone you've ever talked to or everyone that ever hears your segments always say they're the best.
Mm-hmm.
And it all started 1 year ago when we talked about tables, ladders, and chairs. The WWE pay-per-view, which happens tomorrow since we're recording on a Saturday.
Wow.
And I need to get your opinion on one match. Are you ready to give me that opinion?
Mm-hmm.
You got the butt cheese, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. You know both of those guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns, the butt cheese, is the bad guy this time.
What?
Yeah, I know. You
Just
haven't...
for once, right? Just for once.
No, he's the bad guy now. He's the head of the table. We both haven't been watching wrestling much this past month, but it's been crazy. And Roman Reigns is the bad guy, and he's going against Kevin Owens, which is usually the bad guy. He's now the good guy. I gotta know, who do you think is going to win the Universal title match? Roman Reigns or Kevin Owens?
My favorite, Roman Reigns.
Even though he's a bad guy right now, you still like him?
Yeah. And I still like, AJ Styles, even though he's a bad guy, too.
It's great that you brought up AJ Styles because he's going against Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And last time, they were both good guys and bad guys. Like, Roman Reigns was a good guy, AJ Styles was a good guy, Kevin Owens was a bad guy, and Drew McIntyre were bad guys. And now the roles reversed, and the ones that were good guys are bad guy champions, and the one that were bad guys are good guys champions. So you think Roman Reigns is going to win. Do you think AJ Styles is going to beat Drew McIntyre for the...
Yeah, because I've seen a bunch of battles that he fought, and he has some assistants to help him.
Oh yeah, he does have that big assistant, and he can help him. Almost or whatever. Yeah, that's a good grade A thinking right there, buddy.
Yeah, because his partner's going to help him.
I like it. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to be watching TLC because we got a busy Sunday. But if we do get to watch it, you think AJ Styles could be a new champion, and you think Roman Reigns is going to retain his championship. Mm-hmm. I am happy to hear that. Mm-hmm. Very, 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 very happy. But guess what next week is, Bryce?
What?
It's Christmas.
Yes!
What are you most excited about Christmas?
Spending time with loved ones, decorating trees, making snowmans, having a big old snowball storm, meaning a snowball fight, and gingerbread houses, and last but not least, presents.
Presents. If you could have one present, just one, you only get one from Mom, Dad, or Santa Claus, all right? You only get one. What would be that one present that you want most out of all the presents in the world, in the universe, all the presents? This is the one that you want. Bryce wants this. What is it right now? Tell me.
A Lego Marvel Avengers, what is it called again? Oh, a Lego Marvel Avengers Hulkbuster.
I have all the things on your list. Mm-hmm. That is the one thing. If if Christmas was canceled, but you can only have one gift, that would be the one thing that you would want to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Out of your long laundry list, you have a really long list this year. I mean, you want a new TV, you want a PlayStation 5, you want an Xbox Series X, you want Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you want Call of Duty Cold War.
No, I don't. I want, except that it's, what's it called again? Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh yeah, the Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. So if some miracle Santa got you an Xbox Series X, and somehow Mom and Dad bought you Spider-Man Miles Morales, you couldn't play it. That would be a conundrum.
What?
A conundrum. That's what it is. That would be a conundrum.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of video games, what video game have we been playing?
Oh, Battletoads. I don't know if anyone's played it, but I hope anyone played it. And also I watched my dad play some kind of worm game where you're a worm and it's like...
Oh, yeah, WMD. I think it's that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one's weird. Well, I like Battletoads, but it gets me so frustrated.
Yeah, but I think the worm one's the better one because it takes place like it sounds like war, like sounds like people fighting for their country.
But it's worms.
Yes.
Okay, well, I got your 2 predictions for the big matches. You got one thing to say for the anniversary episode. First of all, let me shake your hand, good sir. 1 year, we made it. We made it.
Yep.
We didn't do it every week. We didn't do it every month. But we made it. So congratulations. Put her there, pal.
Yep, put her there.
What do you have to say to our fine listeners out there?
Merry Christmas. I hope you had a great Still Real pre-game anniversary. I'm glad you're watching this, if anyone's watching this. But I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I hope all your hearts are warm.
I hope all your hearts are warm. 1 year in the bag. Here's to 100 more. High five. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show. Say bye, buddy.
But
Andy with an R.
so who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Welcome to the Still Real pregame. I got my favorite side host on with me. What's your name is?
It's me, Monica.
Say it like you're happy to be here.
Hi, it's Monica.
It's Monica. We just got off one of the most wildest rides I've ever been on. The Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 1. Wow.
Yeah, literally like the best thing I've ever seen in Real Housewives history.
And I honestly think some of these housewives watch wrestling because they were using wrestling terminology. Who was that used the word?
What word?
Receipts.
Oh, receipts. That's just been something that's been going on forever.
But that's the wrestling term.
I think a majority of the housewives use
Receipts.
that term. Receipts.
That's a wrestling term for when someone hits you too hard in the ring, or like they do something shady to you. You have a receipt, and like you hit them hard or you give them a stiff move.
I just have to say, you're so cute for trying to find a connection between wrestling and
It's not.
my
It's
reality
real.
shows.
It's real.
No.
Everyone copies wrestling.
Okay, so you're gonna be like that old guy who's like, you want to know where this started? This started here first, and then it's just gonna be the same thing over and over.
No. That was great.
Monica, you know where they got their outfit ideas from? They got it from wrestling.
They did. That
Monica.
Yeah, she looked like a
You
conquistador.
want to know when she grabbed her by the hair? That was a wrestling move.
Monica, that one.
Oh my
what
gosh.
was the one girl with the green eyes?
There's two. There's
I know the
Giselle
taller one with the
and
short hair that looked like it was.
Robin.
Robin.
Which the one that you said was ugly?
Yeah.
Okay, Robin.
She looked like a conquistador, and that was the luchador that Edge and Christian made, the
my gosh.
conquistadors. So
Yeah,
yes,
everything's about wrestling, Andrew.
everything revolves around wrestling, and wrestling has hit a milestone because we're at the 1-year anniversary, Moo, of the Still Real pregame.
Aw, happy anniversary.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah.
It.
Here I thought 10 years was worth celebrating.
We
but
hit
no.
10 years, and
I know, and I thought 10 years being married was worth celebrating, but I guess not. I guess it's like the Still Real anniversary.
Yeah,
One
Still
whole
Real
year.
pregame, 1 year.
Okay, Still Real pregame.
Yeah.
One whole year.
This is the longest pregame of all time. Don't act like you're not happy.
Where's the
Don't,
poppers?
the
We need
poppers. We're
We
finger
need-
popping assholes.
we
How
need
about that?
confetti.
Because you're being one right now.
Where's my fucking cake?
I'll give you some
I
cake.
need a cake.
I'll give you some cake.
Where's my balloons?
Your balloons make
and
me
I'm not
happy.
talking about condoms.
I blew up a bunch of condoms. They're hanging above your bed right now. And Bryce thinks he's in a party right now.
wow.
Gross. Yeah, gross. But we haven't done this in a long time. Merch has changed since the last time. And you saw my Lars Sullivan shirt that I turned into a romper.
And it was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, wow.
It was the ugliest thing.
Buy or burn the
I've
Lars
ever
Sullivan shirt.
Burn.
Burn it. That
Burn
doesn't make
it.
me happy. What about
Burn it.
me in
Burn
a romper version of it? Buy or burn me.
As long as you don't go out in public with it on.
You just wrote your own funeral. I'm gonna wear my running leggings, and I'm gonna wear in a romper, and I'm just gonna go to Safeway and buy some.
So you're
I'll
gonna
buy
wear-
lube.
so-
I'll buy lube, hair dye, rubber gloves, and a spatula.
Oh my god. No, you're
And I'm gonna bring your ID with me and say I'm looking for this woman.
That's
like
gonna be
it.
a really confusing outfit. You're gonna be wearing like spandex, like male spandex. Mandex with like a
A
merce.
romp him and a
romp
merce.
him, yeah. Why are we going opposite?
And I won't wear my mask my normal COVID mask. I'll wear panties
Over your face.
over my face.
Wait, hold on, but you have to wear your Crocs.
And I don't have my cool Crocs with me.
Okay, well
I'll have to
we'll
wear
find
my
some.
tan Crocs outside.
We'll find some Crocs.
Some Crocs. Okay, but here we gotta give the people what they want.
That's a messed up visual from like the fashion standpoint of like this show. That's like fashion
I think that's
suicide.
Olympia. That's Olympia chic.
No, that's
I go
fashion suicide.
downtown Olympia. I'm getting praised.
I am staying out of that.
I'm getting praised.
I'm not touching that.
You're touching it.
I'm not touching
Not
it.
only are you touching it, you're fucking it. What's up? Hey. But Monica, we gotta give the people what they want. We haven't done buy or burn in a long time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head to www.shop.com. The coms. And we're gonna go through. Roman Reigns just came back and he's the bad guy. He's a bad man.
Okay. I thought he died.
Roman Reigns is not dead.
Didn't he die?
No. He dyed his hair, maybe.
No, wasn't he supposed to, or wasn't he going to die? Sorry,
No,
not
he
supposed to, but he was gonna die.
No,
I thought he
he-
disappeared or something.
He had leukemia.
Yeah,
And he came
almost
back.
died,
He was in
right?
remission.
But he almost died.
No, he didn't.
No?
No.
Oh.
Just because you get a disease doesn't mean you have to die.
Well, I'm just, you know what? Don't judge me, okay?
Oh, that's so rude. All right.
Wait, what did you confuse with AIDS not too long ago?
Autoimmune disease.
Okay, so don't judge me, okay?
And my cousin has autoimmune disease.
Oh, that's
and then I was
terrible.
like, you know what? I had to tell him.
And what did he say?
Now he calls it his AIDS.
Oh my god. Wait, is
'Cause-
this Joe?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Shout out
Cousin
to
Joe. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday,
happy
Joe.
birthday.
But he was telling me he had autoimmune disease, and he told me, and then like a week went by. I was like, "Look, Joe, I gotta be honest with you, man. I heard this athlete had autoimmune disease because I don't want to tell him I like wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I said this athlete has autoimmune disease, and I was talking to Monica. I thought the girl said she had AIDS, and it's like, how could she have AIDS and be a wrestler? And then ever since I told him that, he thought it was funny, and now he calls his autoimmune disease AIDS. I got my AIDS shot today. I'm a piece of shit. But speaking of piece of shit, I'm ready for your opinion, Monica.
Okay.
New shirt, buy or burn, head of the table, Roman Reigns. Simple question. Buy it or you burn it?
Hold on, let me see. Is that like a weird little person?
That's him. But it's not like a image of him. It's just like a shadow.
Yeah, I guess I'd buy it. It's not bad.
He's delivering a Superman punch.
Yeah, okay.
What about this one? Wreck everyone and leave. Tank top, buy or burn?
I don't know, because this is conflicting. If you're out of shape, then no, you shouldn't be wearing it. But if you're like in shape and you have like nice arms,
You got
and
the
you're,
fat
like,
folds hanging out the side.
Yeah, like it depends. Or if you're like a really big guy, like you don't even have to be buff, but like if you're just intimidating, I mean, I get the wreck everyone. But if you're like super thin and skinny and you're trying to walk around in that thing, I'm gonna be like, wow, that's kind of like, that defeats the purpose of the intimidation factor. So I don't know. This is definitely dependent on who is wearing the shirt. But yes, if you were in decent shape, then yes, I would say buy it. If you're like super thin, you might get yourself into some shit that you can't get out of.
I was just thinking about the whole time we're talking about it. I was just thinking about someone who had back titties and wearing a tank top.
But it depends, though. Are they tall with back titties or are they short with back titties? Because if you're tall with back titties, then you can get away with it. If you're short, it's kind of like, okay, roly-poly.
I don't know. Roly-poly. It doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Moving on.
He's a small guy. Like a small guy with,
Moving on. Drew
Back tits.
McIntyre. I once said I'd love to see him ravish you in the bedroom.
Why?
He's a good guy now.
That's weird. I've never like
He's a
understood why some couples like watching like their spouse get like,
I don't know. Maybe I just want to see him naked.
Oh, well, I mean, you could see him naked without like him
Yeah,
penetrating me.
but like pictures of girls naked aren't as fun as pictures of girls like getting the deed done to them. Just like naked pictures of guys isn't fun unless their junk's unless their junk's moving.
Like penis is just sitting there. Penises are, they're
just
not very
penis
attractive.
alone, but penis pumped, like
I don't know. That's so weird. I mean,
piston
I don't,
style.
I don't know if. Well, we're like totally getting off topic. We're like talking about.
Yeah, I
something
just want to know if
else.
you want to
Okay,
buy
sorry.
or burn this shirt of Drew McIntyre.
I want to burn that.
Why? Because it's a picture of him.
Yes, I told you how I feel, and I mean it's different though. Like sometimes when it's animated, you can get away.
Yeah, it
with
is animated.
No, I said sometimes.
And
though.
there's like
You're
3
missing-
versions of him.
Yeah, and that's weird. So no, I would totally burn that.
What about the Christmas ornament snowman?
I'm not gonna lie, I would buy that.
Yeah, that's pretty
funny.
cool.
I
Everyone,
like that.
go Drew McIntyre snowman ornament.
I was
$4.99.
gonna say, and it's on sale.
That's pretty cool. Most of the people that watch wrestling look like that snowman.
And see, and if you look like that snowman,
You can't wear a
you
tank
can't
top.
wear the tank top.
You can't wear the tank top. And what about this? Big Daddy Claymore, buy or burn that shirt?
I would totally burn it because if I were to read that on the shirt of like a guy standing like next to me or in front of me, I would totally think you're like a douchebag.
And the 2 swords crossing
Yeah,
make it
it's
look
kinda
like
douchey.
your boyfriend bought you this shirt and that's your swords crossing, and he calls you Big Daddy Claymore.
I don't know about that.
Because you explode in his bum every night.
I would just, no, I'd burn that.
Explode in the bum.
So yes, my answer is burn.
Burn. But the only thing we're buying so far is the snowman ornament.
Wait, and the other Roman Reigns shirt with
The
his,
tank top, depending if you're fat or not.
and also the one.
But
with
if you're
his,
tall and fat.
yeah, exactly, and the one with
Oh, you're
his,
buying his shadow.
Yeah, the shadow one.
Superman
yeah, so
punch
I mean,
shadow.
I'm doing good. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
doing,
you're not bad.
I'm not doing bad.
And then now we're going to go with KO. He's a good guy now. What about Stun the World? Fight Owens fight.
Stun the Let me see. I have to look closer.
Here.
I need to see
He's stunning someone.
Gosh. I'm on the fence. It's not bad.
Look at the hand placement on the guy receiving the stun.
It almost looks like a video game. Like, it would be like...
Yeah,
like
because Kevin Owens
like,
isn't that skinny.
So, yeah, I would say sure.
He looks like the snowman ornament.
I would say if you really need to have a picture of him on your shirt, then yeah, you can get away with that one.
What about an OG? Like, usually it says fight Owens fight, but this one just says just keep fighting.
That one's cool.
Okay.
I like that one. Yeah,
that could be
I'd
like
buy
a
it.
positive. It's like a cat poster. It's a positive vibes
Yeah.
type thing.
So, yeah,
And
totally
it looks
buy.
tough because the font is tough.
Yeah, so bye.
Okay, bye. And then in the last one, just Kevin Owens.
No, I totally burn that.
Because it's Kevin Owens.
Because I don't even know what's going on that shirt.
He wears those shirts that women wear under their dresses. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, he wears like a gut sucker, like Spanx.
Yeah, he wears Spanx.
Does he really?
Yeah, you see it.
Wait, one guy, remember I told you his like tank top was always a little too tight, kind of reminded me of like a bra.
Oh, that's Braun Strowman because his nipples would pop out.
Well, okay, him too, but no, the other one with the crown on his head.
Oh, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, he
wore Spanx.
had boobs.
Because he used to be an offensive lineman in the NFL.
Oh,
and
makes sense.
He was he was like offensive lineman chubby.
His shirt is like, it's like literally like I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a bodysuit of like a Spank product, like to suck in everything, because that shirt and like his chest, yeah, you can tell he was like trying to suck everything, and he kind of had a weird tummy.
Well, yeah, because he lost all that weight, you know? How much to go lose skin.
How much did he lose?
He was an offensive lineman, so he was probably like almost 300 pounds.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you want to see what he looked like as offensive lineman?
not
Yeah,
really.
no, you're gonna
Well, I
do
already
it.
think he's unattractive, so I don't think it's gonna help his case. But if
Here
you
you
want to
go.
show me, just show me.
This is him in the NFL.
He looks like a kid that would steal your lunch money at school.
Doyle rules.
Yeah, he is.
Doyle
Oh my
rules.
God.
All day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a picture of him when he was on the Cardinals. This one he was on the Colts. He met Pat McAfee.
Okay, he doesn't look bad there. He looks
Yeah.
pretty clean cut. But that first one, when his face is very plump, yeah.
And then what about Roman Reigns? He was a Minnesota Viking. Shout out Lizzo.
Let me see.
Minnesota Vikings.
He's all right. I don't know. I don't find Roman Reigns attractive.
Really? You might find him the evil Roman Reigns.
Let's see.
Who is this? That's Mojo Rawley. He played for the Packers.
Oh, he's not bad looking. Is he a wrestler?
He's Gronk's friend.
Is he a wrestler?
Kind of, because he's not on TV anymore.
Oh, yeah, he's not bad looking. If he looks like that, yeah, he's not bad looking. But
Yeah, but him and Gronk are like homies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right.
This is Mojo before
wait,
he
is
got
this him?
skinny. This is before he got skinny.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no. Wait, hold on. Let me see the other picture. Oh, man. Click back on it. Let me see.
No, that's
Oh, but did we lose it? No, go over. Slide it more. Oh, there we go.
the
That one.
Mojo. Yeah, this is when he was
Yeah,
on the
and
Packers.
then there's one down here. Is that what he looks like now?
Yeah, that's him now.
Wow, he looks good. Good for him.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's in shape. Yeah, he's cute.
Okay.
I like.
Oh, man.
He's not bad looking.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, 1 year anniversary. Got anything you gotta say?
Nice or just like anything?
You can say whatever you want. You can say, fuck that wrestling guy.
No.
Because fuck him.
No, I'm going to say that I never thought that this hobby would last this long. But 2, I'm proud of you that you've stayed committed and you've kept
That's
up with
nice.
everything as much as you have, because I literally thought this was going to be like maybe a few recordings and then that's it, we're done. And then we get bored and move on to something else.
No.
But I have to say, I admire your commitment. And
I have a lot of wrestling knowledge just in my
No,
penis
I know-
head alone. Not just my head.
No, but, I think you're doing a good job. I think you're funny and...
Funny looking.
That too. But yeah, no, I think you're doing good. I hope the fans enjoy it, and
That's gotta be the sweetest thing that you've ever said to me.
yeah. So don't get used to it, because you only get like maybe 1 or 2 compliments a
Yeah,
year.
usually you're stepping on my balls, calling me a maggot, and slap me in the face. and say, "Suck my spike."
Okay, I don't know who you think you're married to because that's never happened. But
I know.
I mean, it's kind of interesting to get a peek into what your fantasy is, and I'm a little disturbed.
It's okay.
But anyways, no, I hope everyone enjoys listening, and I hope we keep this going for a little longer.
Well, our numbers are always up when you're on the show, so thank you.
Really? Well, if you guys love me, you guys got to tell Andrew to have me on more often, maybe pick some different topics. I mean, I'm full of like all kinds of different ideas and things to talk about. And I think you and I can like just talk about the most random shit anyway, so.
And we can have a live sex celebration.
That will probably not happen. The closest to that is
we talked to Zanca together.
Interviewing me with like a towel on, but that's about it. That's as far as it's going to go.
I already did that.
I know, boom. And then that's it.
And that was, yeah.
But that's as far as
that's the closest I've ever seen you naked in our whole marriage. All right, guys. Well, stick around. There's more to come on today's episode.
Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola.
Oh, hey, you did that pretty good. That reminds me of a radio station over here. They say hola, and you said it just like them, so that's awesome.
I'm working on my radio voice, actually. Let me try again. Hola. How was that? Better?
Nah, you did it good. You actually sounded like the black person on the show, the first hola.
I get my reparations, dude, somehow.
Oh, man. Well, welcome to the 1-year anniversary. Hey.
Well, happy anniversary, my dude.
Thank you. I appreciate
I've ever
you.
said that to.
Say again?
I said, you're the first guy I've ever said that to.
Damn. And I didn't even give you a reach around. I'm sorry.
I'm still holding out hope for that.
Oh, that's gonna happen. We're gonna meet one day, like in the same truck stop, not even knowing we're meeting each other. And you're gonna get
You'll hear my hola on the other side of the glory hole and be like, Zanca?
Yeah, I'm about Zanca?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna bust right in my eye, and then we're gonna give each other a hug.
It'd be perfect. That is how we should meet.
If it doesn't happen that way, I think that's how you cure COVID, actually.
I think we nailed it, dude. That is a fairy tale ending right there.
So soon, in the next 6 months, this is going to happen, and COVID will stop. You heard it here first on the Still Real pregame. But...
Let's hope, dude. I'm getting sick of my house.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to travel. I mean, I'm just back in Washington for Christmas right now, and this rain is fucking killing me.
You guys, yeah. We got nailed with snow yesterday, so I would hope for some rain right about now.
Oh yeah, but then you got to worry about the roads being crazy, and then people that forgot how to drive, and then next thing you know, like cars on the side of the road like nonstop because they.
Dude, it's funny you brought that up because I did my first donut in like 5 years the other day.
Yeah.
Like, so I was out by myself, nobody else was out on the road. I'm like, fuck it, let's do this.
Oh, okay. It was premeditated donut.
It was intentional.
It was donut intentionale. I like it.
And let me tell you something. It brought me right back to high school, dude.
Yeah, I was doing that shit when I was after I watched Tokyo Drift because at the same time, like I got my second car after I totaled my first one, and then like I took out this city fence trying to Tokyo Drift with a Japanese girl in the back seat and a Mexican girl in the front seat, and then like
it was real Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, and then to this day, that city fence is still not fixed.
You left your mark.
I went there last Christmas, and it's still not fixed. It's still destroyed.
You got to sign it.
Yeah, I will. Next time I'll either sign it or come on it. It does like
your signature, right?
It's so funny because after that happened, I told my dad, "He's like, I don't know what happened, Dad. I turned too fast and I hit the curb and now my wheel's all fucked up."
Oh yeah, we've all had those, dude. I swear a squirrel ran out in front of me.
11 years later, I told him the truth, and he's like, "What are you gonna do? You can't kick me out of your house now. You're in my house, bitch." Oh, it's great. But are you pre-gaming right now? Because I am.
I did. I had a 6-year-old birthday party at my house today.
Oh,
So I hit up the back porch a little, like quite a few times.
I'd imagine you would have had to take a lot of edibles before that.
Yeah. I got that free medical stuff, so it worked out nice.
Oh, that's good stuff. I'm drinking a moonshine right now. And
Well, I feel like I have to go get a shot of whiskey or something then.
yeah, please do. Because after I finish this moonshine, I'm going right into my Truly. Getting unruly with the Truly. I'm going to fucking get a DWI in Mario Kart later tonight.
I think you just like totally marketed them way better than they ever could. Gonna get a DWI Mario Kart, motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's great. Actually, I'm gonna submit that to Truly on Twitter. They'll
throw that on your IG or Twitter, dude, and just tag them. See what happens.
Yeah, Natty Light always responds to my shit. Maybe Truly will.
That's because Natty Light is one dude behind a dumpster, and he's just on T-Mobile. You know, he's not fucking with anything else. Anytime someone mentions him, he gets a fucking hard on.
And he's just always pissing behind a dumpster. It doesn't matter where he is. It's like the dumpster is his home, and he can't, like, he's on house arrest, so he can't go far from his home. So it's like chained to his ankle.
Dude, I've had plenty of dumpster pisses from Natty Light.
Oh. I had a really good one too. It wasn't a dumpster piss; it was a Bank of America piss, though. And like, it was after. So I went when I was in North Carolina. I went to the Carolina Panthers versus the Bengals. Like when T.O. and Chad Johnson were on the same team, and Jimmy Clausen was starting for the Panthers. And
you mean Ocho Cinco?
Yeah, Ocho Cinco. Yeah, it was Ocho Cinco back then.
The greatest name in history.
And I was with my supervisor, and he got in a fight with his dad and brother and told him to fuck off. I don't need you. And they left us. Well, I had the option to go home, but I didn't want to leave him by himself. We were 3.5 hours away from our home. And they left us in Charlotte. And I ended up pissing on a Bank of America in downtown Charlotte. It was pretty badass.
I left some bum crumbs in a Bank of America ATM once, dude.
Oh, really?
It was a good time. Oh, yeah. I couldn't hold it any longer, and it was the only spot that I could find that was semi-clean. And they had a trash barrel in there. So, you know, I did what I had to do.
That's awesome. So you didn't pick A from my question though, but you still bum crumb it, huh?
Oh, 100%, dude.
I had a visual after you described it with Jake. He bum crumb and then he pulls out, and he pulls out thinking it's coming out of the front butt, but it's not. It comes out the back butt. And then he slips on that shit, breaks his back, pisses on himself.
That's all I could think, dude. Yeah, I had to go with the other option.
Pisses on himself, like straight up, like Old Faithful style, geyser in his mouth, and then to top it all off, he just diarrhea shits out of his dick. It's just gross.
But to be fair, that would be the most exciting moment of his entire life.
Probably. And then I don't know, lizard nips. I like your idea. The evolution of your lizard nips is pretty good shit.
It honestly made me giggle inside. That's why I picked it.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was trying to talk about the pubes and the fingernails. I was trying to get it to, like, I didn't want to lose you by typing too much, because I learned that early on in my questions. If I type too much, I might lose you. But I wanted the pubes on the fingernails to be woven like a basket made by an ancient, like, Native American woman.
I dig that, dude. My favorite part of the lizard nips, though, was I was thinking of a chameleon, I think.
Oh.
You cut them. That would be a dope bar trick. Just cut your nipple off and fucking it grows back.
And then it blends in with the bar. So, like, if
right?
you're wearing a tank top and your nips are hanging out on the side, like, it's just, you got this brown vine going up to your chest, to your testicles.
Oh, you're there on Pride Night and it's just a rainbow, dude. Rainbow nips. That'd be dope.
Oh, yeah. Then you get that one chick that's into it, and she's just, or the dude that's into it, and he's just like, stick it in the butt, put the tail, and then it blends.
If you have a chick that's lizard nips, though, I don't know if that's somebody I could ride with.
What did someone? So say again. Sorry.
I said if there was a chick that was really into lizard nips, I don't know if that's somebody I could ride with.
Oh, really?
deep-seated issues going on.
She's got some sort of childhood trauma from a lizard getting stuck up her ass from her uncle.
Out of the Bank of America ATM.
Bank of America. The whole circle of life comes back to Bank of America. Oh, man. All right, so sorry. We tangent, but I love the tangent. It was a great tangent. I just wanted to bring you on because I'm very happy to have you on here to answer your question live. And I doubt you remember what your question was because I'm just assuming you did. But do you remember what
I already forgot. I did not.
So it was corn dogs or hot dogs. Which hole is it going in? And if Monica was here, she can attest to this. I thought of the answer lickety split. I'm going corn dogs and mini corn dogs. All right. So mini corn dogs are going in my butthole and my nose holes. And corn dog is going into my penis hole. And she's going to beat me off. And then it's going to shoot like a bottle rocket. And then they're all going to, it's kind of be like, you know, that game Perfection when we were kids and the timer goes off and all of the shit goes out. That's what's going to be.
Dude, I'm so glad you called. Because this is the highlight so far of my day.
And that's how it's going to be. It's going to shoot up. It's going to get a hit.
Just fucking corn dog confetti coming out of every orifice you own, dude.
Oh, yeah, I should have done it in the ears, too. That would have been great. I could have made it happen. But the main thing is get the corn dog with the stick in the pee hole, and then it just straight shoots up. And then it gets a hit at a registered unidentified flying object. And, you know.
Dude, that'd be like Austin Powers when the big boy's floating in space or whatever. It'd just be, I think that's a corn dog.
Pecker.
Yeah. Wang.
Now I must ask you the question. Hot dogs or corn dogs? Which hole?
Well, what got me thinking, I remember this now. I was driving and I saw a sign that said something about corn dogs on the side of the road. And I was like, I haven't had a corn dog in a while. And then I was like, man, corn dogs really are just kind of like lazy people hot dogs.
Yeah.
You don't have to get a bun. You don't have to do anything. It's all right there for you. Corn dogs fucking rock. So I think I'm going corn dog. And booty or mouth, I'll go booty first and then mouth just to make it interesting.
Now,
I'll ATM the corn dog.
So which end is going in the hole? Is it dog in the hole or stick in the hole?
I'm going dog in the hole because I'm not a beaver.
Okay.
And I don't eat the stick because then I'm going mouth. So I'm going to go dog in the hole and then dog in the mouth.
You don't. So speaking of beavers, you don't eat like a beaver, but do you eat the beaver?
Of course, dude.
Yes. And I think this is a mistake. Most of the virgins listening to your podcast in the SRP Army are making a mistake. You got to eat the beeve, you know, and then they'll be smitten. And
you got to play the rusty trombone. It's about a quarter of an inch south of the beef.
Yes, there you go. I don't know if you were paying attention when Jake was going on his date. I told him, you know, if you just want to get it over and done with, just eat the ass. And it's like how the werewolves imprint on their mate, you know? And
this is a weird thought of like what Jake would do while he's eating a booty.
He'd probably be complaining the whole time and saying how his life sucks. But if he just had a mouthful of ass, it might turn into a great, like, you know, sexual pleasure. So
I feel like he would pop up halfway through and be like, you know, I own a limited edition pop, right? He's just like, what gets women moist? Pop collections.
I have a great idea for Jake. If he's ever eaten the beeve and he finds the little man in the boat, he should just draw a pop figure with his tongue on the little man in the boat, and then she'll be smitten, and you'll get tidal waved. And it'll be...
I feel like he tried to collect it. He'd be like, this look good in my wall.
He'd try to, oh man, he'd just chop it off.
Yeah, you go to his house, there's a little wet bean on the wall. You're like, what is that?
And it dries up. It looks like chewed up fucking Bubblicious.
Man, that is a wicked cool fucking concept. There's got to be a murderer out there who just collects fucking little man on the boats.
Yeah, he's like a little like, you know, in the frontier days when they would collect scalps from the engines. And
yeah, or ears and shit.
Yeah, he's just cutting clits off left and right and just like and then he's building his own Clitty City, and
You have to go to his house and guess how many are in the jar, and if you get it right, you win them.
you win them. There you go. I used to play that with jelly beans. He's gonna do it with real beans.
Yeah.
This
is exactly where I thought our conversation was going to go.
I had no expectations, but I was gonna fucking shoot from the hip with the sheriff. I'll be your constable any day. And,
dude, the job is yours.
Constable Andy with his sidekick Ratatouille. Kind of like Ratatouille is like the transvestite version of Fievel who went west.
I feel like I'll be like the Commissioner Gordon, and you guys will be my Batman and Robin. So whenever I need some shit fucking really done, I could call up fucking Constable Andy and Ratatouille.
I know you've seen this movie, Observe and Report. Have you seen that movie?
Of course.
Yeah. I'll be your two little Asian guys. And I can picture Cesar being the guy who gave Ronnie heroin.
Dude, I don't remember which podcast I was just on. It was either the Tripod or Brettzky's, but one of them asked me, how does it feel to know that all these podcasts spun off your podcast? And I was like, well, they're all just kind of like my children. And and it got me thinking, I just thought of this right now. The Still Real pregame is like my tranny kid.
Yeah.
You know, I don't quite understand what's going on, but I just accept it for what it is. and I support it.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
That's pretty spot on. And if you came to visit me in my city, you'd understand. You'd understand what's going on up here. Actually, have you seen the new Borat movie?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. No.
Okay, when he does the concert, that's where I live. I run
like legitimately.
Yeah, I run at that park whenever I can, and it's so funny. The people that were at that rally are nothing like the people in the city I live in. Mine is the opposite. Mine are the type of people that wear no shirt and a snake around their neck downtown. And I asked her if that was a real snake, and she said yes.
I currently live in New Hampshire, so everyone just thinks it's either like NASCAR fans or hillbillies, and it's not really like that.
Oh man, have you? So you, I know you've seen Major League, right?
Oh, dude, it is Wild Thing is like my fucking spirit animal.
Oh yeah, my Wild Thing makes my cum drip. I mean my crumb drip. Sorry. I
remember when that shit hit. I was like, I would just run around my house punching holes in the wall, dude.
I remember the scene at the end when they win, and then the construction worker hugs the fucking weirdo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what the Seahawks does to my city. The little fat Asian boy that wears a bra and fairy wing hugs the tough guy when the Seahawks score a touchdown.
All right, I got another one for you right now. You know the scene Dorn when he's putting Vaseline and shit all over his body? Not Dorn, the old pitcher guy.
Yeah, the pitcher, yeah.
And he's got like, fucking grease up his tits and shit. That's how I feel on my 5th podcast of the week, where I'm just like, I'm pulling up all my fastballs I got left, dude. So we've already talked about trannies, little man on the boats. We're doing fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
I got some peanut butter under my nutsack that's going to go on my next fucking curveball. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Put a little jalapeno on the curveball and boom. You can't say, oh, man. So.
You got a little snot, a little snivel?
Yeah. Damn it. You just had me go on something and I totally forgot it already. That's how, like, my brain works.
We're in the same boat then. This is going to be a fucking train wreck, which is awesome, dude.
Just imagine you and I are the same little man on the boat. This girl just has 2 clits and it's us. It's our talking heads.
Or it's the Siamese twins bottom half.
Ooh, that would be awesome. Who feels it?
Dude.
Which twin feels it? Or do they both feel it?
Probably the one with the bigger head.
The bigger head feels it?
I mean, I feel like she would have more nerves. I don't know, though.
Oh, man.
You think they ever get tired of threesomes?
No, never.
Do you think one of them's into fat dudes and like the other one's not, and she's just disgusted by the choice of guys that the other one picks? Dude, this is a fascinating topic, actually.
Yeah, I think, you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to the topic of 2020 and racial equality, and I think one's racist and the other one isn't, and then they just like have this internal strife. Like the other one controls the weather in the puss, so when like her racial boyfriend comes over to pound her out, she dries up the forest, and
Oh, dude.
it's just like sandpaper.
It's just a civil war between the two of them.
It's like a wooden bat beating up a sandpaper pussy. It's just terrible.
And one controls the brain, so
Yeah.
she's going to take a test for her driving test or something. She gives her like the wrong answers and shit. And she's like, "That's for fucking the Spanish dude last week."
Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for letting the little Mexican jumping bean come into the bedroom. Not cool.
That's just such a weird thing, dude. I want to hang out with a Siamese twin.
They're real. I've only seen
They gotta be.
I've only seen them in black and white documentaries. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've honestly only seen him on YouTube clips of him falling over.
And then I love that movie, Stuck on You. That movie's great.
Yeah.
And then the other Siamese twin I've ever met was the nurse from fucking South Park who had the dead fetus on her head.
Oh, yeah.
Back when South Park is great. I loved South Park back then.
Man, I'm really fascinated now by Siamese twins. I can't get them out of my head. Just think about all the weird shit they have to go through.
Does your vision of Siamese twins have 4 legs or they have 2?
They have 2. They have 4 titties, 2 arms,
Oh, 4 titties?
and 2 heads. I don't know how it all works out, but that's what I'm picturing right now.
What a curse to be Siamese twins and have like itty bitty titty committee titties. That'd be the worst.
Yo, they only have one belly button?
Say again?
Do they only have one belly button?
Maybe, yeah. It all meets in the middle.
Oh, dude. So one's always a little more fucked up than the other one because they're not getting the same nourishment.
Yeah, that's true. What if one only poops and one pees? Like one's in trouble. Like one has vagina with no pee, and then one pees with vagina, and one bleeds, the other one doesn't.
Oh, dude. You're blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, one hatchet wound go. Man, can you just imagine having 2, or they both have the bleeding capabilities, and then they have separate cycles, even though they like attach to each other. Just have bitchy people like 2 weeks every other week. One's bitchy and the other one isn't.
And what if one only likes to sleep on their side and the other one likes to sleep on their back? So they just struggle all night to flip over and shit.
It's like when you fold the paper hot dog style. I think they could do that. I think the skin's that malleable.
I feel like every noise they make, you remember that? I don't know, because we're talking about Austin Power, or I was. You know the noise fucking Mini-Me makes when he gets kicked and he's like, "Ee!" That's the only noise I picture them making whenever one's trying to move the opposite direction of the other one.
Oh,
They just go,
"Ee!" How do you poop in a public restroom?
Who wipes? Like, who decides which hand?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really. I'd be a good sister. I'd wipe her ass and puss.
You would?
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't want her to. Then I'd smell it after just to see who's got a better scent.
I'd be like, "Bitch, you're wiping? This is our eating hand. We got to keep it clean."
I'd play practical jokes. Like, I got it. I'll wipe. And then I just wipe with sandpaper.
Oh, dude, they have endless entertainment. They can play rock, paper, scissors, shoot for their whole lives.
For the rest of their lives. They can play.
That's amazing.
What else can they do? They can finger each other so that way it's a different hand.
Oh, dude. I wonder how big their coffin is.
Oh, no.
Do they have to get like, extender on the head portion?
You just leave.
Or they just leave it open and bury it like that?
What if one dies and the other one lives? What do you do then? You just shoot the other
Dude,
one?
you're just carrying dead weight, dude. That's all you're doing.
You just shoot the other one, or you just fuck it. You deserve to live, and just carry that dead piece of shit next to you.
Just put a fucking pillow over her face and use it as a pillow.
That's a good idea.
Do you think they have to buy 2 plane tickets, or is it just considered carry-on?
I don't know. That's not carry on. That's definitely, the airline industry is very greedy. So, they'll try to get everything they can out of them.
I bet it matters if they have 1 or 2 asses.
Well, they gotta have, yeah, if they have 4 legs. I guess it depends on the leg count.
Yeah, some of them are just conjoined on like a back fucking fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What if someone decides to get a change and one wants an Audi and one wants an Innie, and then they just marry each other?
Dude, that's 2020 version right there. What if one's like, we're female now, and the other one's like, no, we're male?
And they kill each other fighting over it.
They just come out like Two-Face. One has makeup on, the other one doesn't.
Oh, Two-Face. Or like in the Seed of Chucky, and one, like, the boy was a tranny, but really it was just 2 people, and then it splits into 2 people.
Dude, I wanted to fuck the bride of Chucky. The doll, not the chick.
Yeah, the Jennifer Tilly doll. Those teeth, those jagged ass teeth. I'm down with it. Part of me wants to, never mind. Nope.
Do you think Leprechaun and Chucky ever fucking cross-promoted?
They should.
That would be a good Mania match.
They could fuck shit up. Or down.
Or down. Yeah, they're both little.
Yeah. I always tell people it's better to get fucked up than get fucked down. Because at least you're going up.
Dude, I always used to say it's better to throw down than throw up.
There you go. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
And it's better to... No, that won't make sense. My brain moves faster sometimes than it should.
Yes. But yes, yeah, I answered your question. And we went on some great tangents. I have one more question because I want to see what you think. Because Mangria asked me this. And I'll give you my answer, then I'll wait for your answer. Mangria asked, if I could book Talkin' Shop Mania 3, what would be my main event? And since Maria was in Talkin' Shop Mania, and her Carl Anderson, history, how he's in love with her. And she's very fertile. Mike Bennett knocks up Maria, and they're having twins. And then they have a fetus deletus match, and it's like Carl Anderson being one fetus, and Luke Gallows is another fetus, and they fight each other. And whoever loses, the fetus gets deletus. That is my match. What is your
I can't
match?
top that now, dude.
What is your match?
Fuck, dude. I would hang a bunch of I would have a House of Hardcore style match, right?
Uh-huh.
No, wait. What is the one when they hang weapons in the cage and Impact?
Yeah, that's Total Metal Mayhem, I think.
Yeah, that one of those things.
Lethal Lockdown. I think it's Lethal Lockdown.
Lethal Lockdown. Yeah, I would do a Lethal Lockdown with weapons hung all around, but the weapons are only Siamese twins and midgets.
Dead or alive? Are they dead or alive?
Doesn't matter. No, they all start alive.
They still
But whatever happens. You can't control fate, dude.
And then there's two cups, and there's funnels in the ring. And whoever beats the shit out of the other one with the other midget or fucking feet or Siamese twin fills up their cup of blood wins.
Dude, you know what the finisher will be? We'll just say Super Jack Dude is in the match, and Super Jack Dude rips apart a Siamese twin and uses them as nunchucks instead. And he just fucking Bruce Lee's a bunch of midges and fucking throws their blood in the cups, and that's the end, dude.
I like it. And that's good, wholesome family fun for everybody.
Look at this is fun for everybody. Yeah.
We're for everyone. Everyone gets to cheer and boo at that. But
I feel like there'd be more cheers.
Oh, definitely. Only cheers. There's
only cheers.
Yes.
Plus, I don't think they make headphones big enough for Siamese twins, so they're not listening, so they won't be offended.
Oh, shit, yeah. Do you think they use...
In the airway, going right over the midges' heads.
Man, that must suck when it comes to the Bluetooth headphones. Because some songs are built to where you get the good stuff in the left ear and good stuff in the right ear, and if you take one headphone out, it just sounds like shit. So... I
wonder if they just put their heads... Well, their heads are... My version right now, their heads are connected, so they just get the same vibe, dude.
Oh... What if the tracks from their beans go to different brains? So the right girl's getting her bean flicked, but the left girl feels it. Or you beat off. So going to dudes now, you beat off the right dude, and the left dude comes.
Oh, dude, I'd be like whack-a-mole, dude. You never know which one's gonna blow, dude.
I would just beat off all day just to make my kid come. He's like,
I'd be like, look at this trick me and my brother can do.
He's in a job interview, and I'm like out on the other door, like we're separated by, and I would just fucking go ham, and then just make him cum state all of his pants.
Fucking right before you know he's about to bust, just be like, we're striking oil.
Striking oil. And on that note, I like to thank you, Sheriff, for allowing me to be your constable, and Ratatitty to be a constable as well. Thank you for coming on the 1-year anniversary. Hopefully we haven't disappointed you.
No, I'm very proud of you, and I'm showing, like I said, I'm showing up on draft day. So if you ever get a big contract, I'm gonna be like, hey, don't forget about me.
Oh, I'm gonna thank my dad on draft.
Yeah, that's all I need. I need like the shout out like rappers do to God, where you just kiss your fingers in your heart a bunch of times.
I like to thank Sherrif Zanca, who brought me as a little man in the street, just sucking crack for dick money, and he brought me to the show, and here I am.
Dude, I like that. That should be on the t-shirt for you. Sucking crack for dick money, dude. That should just be on a coffee mug.
I'm out here just trying to suck crack for dick money.
I think I'm putting that in my arsenal of shit I say. I like that, dude. I will totally give you credit every time it comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, it also works with Coke too, sucking Coke for dick money. All right. Thank you. I'll let you get back to your Saturday. So,
hey, happy anniversary, brother. I'm proud you made it. You're one of the funniest friends I know. Bit up. That was a Viagra commercial, not just for you. Keep it up.
Take it easy, brother.
All right, take it easy, brother.
Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Dune, toi. Welcome back to Still Real Pregame. I'm your host, Andy with an I, and don't forget, rules apply to the pregame. It's dropped at the beginning of the episode, and I said it. I didn't tell my guests today because I'm a stupid host, but it's okay. I'll say it, and maybe they'll catch on, and maybe you'll catch on because you heard it earlier. But who the hell do I have with me? Anyone go first?
Hey.
Who that be?
This is the host of the Afterparty Hangover, the jabroni beaten, pie eating, trailblazing, highbrow raising, all around talketh down people's host, Mangria _ fueled. How is it going, gentlemen?
Go good. Since you're interviewing, I'm interviewing you with Stix. I gotta give you a hashtag. You got a hashtag with Mangria because his pull-out game is so good it gives the girls diarrhea.
Yeah, baby.
I like it. Monica laughed, so she likes it too. Who else
Hi,
I got
Monica.
with me? Monica Mangria says hi. She says hi.
She's like, who the fuck is that? Why is he in our podcast?
He doesn't. I think he heard you. I'm grabbing my penis. Who else do I got on the line with me?
Hello, everybody. It's the man who puts on match of the years, if not match of the centuries. It's Adam, baby. How we doing, gentlemen?
I am already hashtag beating my dicks with Stix. Monica is rubbing her clits with Stix. So, yeah, we're ready to pregame.
Oh, yeah.
Stix Adam is now known as the Miracle Stixy Drip Drip on APPW for defeating 3 men on 1. It was only Stix versus 3 men. He destroyed Mega Pounder Inc. on last week's APPW Dynamite. Stix, I bow to you, sir.
That's pretty lit, dude.
I know. I got goosebumps, to tell you the truth.
I haven't had a chance to catch that. Did that drop this week or did that drop last week?
That was last week. This week's episode is another doozy. I just got done calling a 45-minute match, and I am very exhausted. I had to shave 15 minutes off because it was a lot of outside the ring nonsense, but I'm here with you gentlemen on the Still Real pregame, and my God, I'm happy to be here.
I always love it when Mangria knocks off time off the match, and then he's got to explain to people yeah, we just had to cut some time off because of the fuck shit of 2K20.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
I bet dealing with
brutal.
2K20 is fucking miserable. It's almost like playing Cyberpunk right now. Cyberpunk is a fucking shit show.
I heard about the glitches. Is it that bad?
Yeah, I was driving after like one mission, and I was getting a phone call as I was talking to my partner, and then he was driving actually, and he was driving me to my apartment, and the street turned into a parking garage, and then the mission kind of ended, and I missed an important phone call. So it really ruined everything. I haven't seen any vagina lips or penises exposed yet. But I mean, I'm still early I'm still in the prologue. I haven't even got out of that.
Well, I read that Sony pulled it off the PlayStation Store for like the PS4, and they were offering refunds to people who bought it.
And Microsoft just jumped on the bandwagon recently,
Yeah.
like over the last like few hours.
You know who's not getting a refund? Jake. He's messing around with dicks on chicks, I guess, or something. He said it on the last SRAP. He's messing around with dildos or something on dudes. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you can whatever orientation you pick, you can pick a penis or a JJ, and and then unfortunately the penis I picked is uncircumcised, so like it's not
Oh,
to
boy.
scale. But I just picked it because of size. It meant it, and I'm not a liar. I don't like to lie. So even in video game world, I mean, the girl's gonna get what I got. And then you can go with a thinner or thicker variant, and I went with more of the lizard tail, if I may say so. Speaking of lizard tail, I mean, Mangria, you look a little upset about the lizard nipples. So,
well, according to Sherrif Zanca, the uncircumcised dicks have a cheese flavoring to them.
yes, it is true. It's kind of like if you ever go to a 7-Eleven or any, like they have the go-go taquitos. Is anyone familiar with those?
No, sir.
Okay, so it's just like a little taquito or taquito, depends on what kind of person you are. And then it's like a rolled tortilla, and then they fill it with like beef and cheese, but like one is a buffalo chicken one, and it's got like blue cheese in it, and that's what the uncircumcised penis is packing. It's just like a little chunk of what is that, blue cheese. Looks like you would get in a taquito. That's the best way I can describe an uncircumcised penis.
Do they sell a from under cheese taquito?
That is the closest thing. That's without naming it, without hitting the nail on the head. But before I get into Impact Wrestling, which is why I'm here with Beat Your Dicks with Stix. Mangria had a question, and I wanted to bring him on here live to ask the question. So I already know the question. If you can ask Stix the question, allow him to answer, and then I want to hear your opinion on your own question, and then I'll give you my answer.
Well, of course, sir. Thank you for letting me ask this question live on the Still Real pregame. Stixy, Drip, the Miracle. If you could book Talkin' Shop-A-Mania 3, what special match would you add to the card? And who would be the participants?
Ooh. Are we talking just specific people in the Talking Shop universe? Or are we like expanding outside?
We're expanding to whatever your wild imagination can think of, sir.
Well, I would do a one-on-one anything goes match between Karate Man and all ego Ethan Page himself.
Oh shit.
That's the man you defeated, by the way, at Total Nonstop Fuckery in APPW.
Yes, sir.
Hey, shout out to that. I got fucking demolished like fantasy style by Havoc. It was great.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you still won though.
Yes.
You know what, Andy? We made your fantasy come true. You got to fight Jordan Grace and Havoc.
Oh man, that's like, it's like being stuck in a laundry basket full of like Lunchable meat that's been out in the sun for a month. That's probably what it smelled like, but it was.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
You know, there was no Jessica Havoc on the community creations, so I had to just create her from scratch. I hope I did a good job.
I did pretty good.
Yeah, you did
really,
hell
really
good.
good job. The only thing was like her song is a lot better than the one that they gave you.
You know, that's the one. It was on YouTube, and I trailer parked it, and I just recorded it on my phone and played it. So I guess I got her old theme. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was trying to get with it, like, because I was listening to it, I was getting ready for work, and I was just like, that kind of sounds a little bit different, but so it's all good. The fantasy came true.
I
But
do gotta say, Andy, not this week, but next week's Dynamite, you are fighting the men and the women. So Andy with an I is going to be featured prominently on Dynamite episode 29.
well, just like in the bedroom, Still Real pregame is for everybody. So bring it on.
May I ask you, Andy, who would you like to face, men and women, in APPW? It could be anybody, because you know my stupid imagination can come up with anything.
I want a Dink and Doink version of Havoc and Jordan Grace.
Oh my god.
And then
fuck.
That's gonna
want
be so
them
good.
to whoop my ass. And then I want Monica to come in for the save. And
Monica?
Yeah. And then
So essentially you're saying you want a dink and doink in a strap-on match.
Yeah, strap-on match. And Monica comes in with the save. And she literally says the line from Beer Fest and says, "Back the fuck up, Antonio. That's my dick."
What about men?
Men, I will have to go with Darren Young and Jake Atlas.
How did I know you were going?
And then
Jesus Christ.
special guest referee will have to be Nyla Rose.
Oh, Jesus.
Same scenario. Monica comes in with the save and tells everyone, "Back the fuck up, Antonio. It's my dick."
I need Monica's permission to create her an APPW.
Oh, I already know that's a hard no on that one.
All righty.
We'll just go with Manaka. You just gotta have to change the name. Monnica. Manaka.
Jesus.
That's Monica's alter ego in the bedroom.
Manaka.
Right, babe? Oh, she said no. Okay, never mind. Damn it.
Does she turn into Monaco when she puts the strap on and then goes to town on you, Andy?
No, she turns into Monaco when she sits on his face.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe yes, maybe no. But I like your idea, Stix. Out of body experience for Ethan Page. Very, very well put.
Sure.
Now, if I may ask, Mangria, what is your idea?
Well, I'm sorry, fellas. I'm ashamed to admit I did not see Talking Shopomania 2. However, if I were to book a match, a main event, if you will, for Talking Shopomania 3, we've seen their version of The Undertaker's final match. We've seen their version of Ball for a Ball match. My version, booking Talking Shopomania 3, the main event, Sex Ferguson and the other guy in a Penis and Uranus match, which The Rock famously parodied in his promo way back in the day. And the only way to win is to shove your opponent on a dildo.
Is it mounted like on a pole? Is it mounted on a tree? Is it mounted in the middle of the ring?
It's in the middle of the ring and it's black. It's a BBC.
BBC. Penis and Uranus.
You could have just put it on like as the hood ornament on Chad Too Bad's hearse, and then have him impale him on that. like a
bubble bomb on it
Yeah.
Ouch.
for the dub.
We got to go to you now, Andy. What would you book for Talking Shopomania 3?
I do have an unfair advantage because I got this when I sent out the request for questions. But in my defense, Monica can attest to this. I came up with it like at a snap of a finger.
Hold on, Andy. You got a lot of pressure on your shoulders because if you think WrestleMania 3 was a Hogan Andre moment. So Andy, with an I, what is your Hogan Andre moment for Talking Shop-A-Mania 3?
With Carl Anderson and Maria going all the way back to New Japan, I definitely think, and she's a very fertile woman. So if for the sake of the story, Mike Bennett knocks up Maria, she's having twins. We're going to have a fetus deletus, twin versus twin in the womb match. Or yeetus fetus, whatever. Fetus deletus.
I knew
Jesus
he was going to do
Christ.
something with Yeetus fetus. I knew it.
In the womb match. And winner takes all. The fetus that loses is either going to be the fetus that gets deleted. So that's my idea. That's my match. I'm sticking to it. I definitely think that would be a main event in any country. Any promotion.
That's really a callback to people who watch shitty movies. I don't know if you watch Toxic Avenger, but in one of the Toxic Avenger movies, there was a fetus and deletus match with Toxic Avenger babies and the fetus fighting each other with mops. I don't know if you're familiar with this, Stix.
Oh yeah.
No.
But it's worth a look-see, Andy.
I haven't seen the Toxic Avenger since I was 6 years old.
You're missing out, brother.
And I'm 33 now. So it's been a minute. And I owe it to myself. Maybe I watch it with Bryce. Introduce him. He's 8. So
I did have a second question that I did not post.
Please indulge.
Fire.
And I'm very curious, fellas. I know you are diehard Impact Wrestling fans. I want to know your opinion of Kenny Omega invading your territory. Is this a pro? Is this a con? Is this a get off my lawn moment, Andy? Is this a favorable moment, Stix? I want to know your opinions. Because he's been there for 2 weeks, right? He did a second run-in.
Second week, yes. And if I may start this off, Stix, I just want to know, this is something I've been talking about I just want to go about the main story with Impact right now. The most important thing, you and I have been talking about this since you and I started to cover Impact exclusively for the SRAP Army. This is something I want to talk about. I've been dying to talk about this, and it's finally been acknowledged on TV as of 2 weeks ago, okay? Alopecia herself started to become a good wife, and she started caring about Eddie Edwards. So that is the main story that should be talked about coming out of Impact Wrestling. That alopecia decided to be a fucking wife. Now that I got that out of my system, Kenny Omega showing his face on Impact Wrestling really doesn't do much for me because Don Callis is just taking up all the fame. We just need, if we could get rid of Don and put him back in commentary, Kenny Omega is A-okay with me being on, because more eyes come on Impact and more eyes can see that Impact holds the future of all wrestling promotions. The real feeder system for all wrestling promotions. Over to you, Stix. What do you say?
I see. I'm kind of caught in the middle of this because I understand like what you're saying with Don. I would do. Kenny can cut promos without having Don be a mouthpiece.
Facts.
I mean, I totally understand that they're. I can see that they're kind of doing it as like, you know, Don's like a more empowered Paul Heyman. But what I would do is I would have Don, if he wants to be like the invisible hand, like he's talking about, have him just come out and do commentaries for just Kenny Omega matches. Have him be the guy that is just, you know, giving hyping Kenny, talking all this stuff, because he did that essentially when he was over in New Japan. Mm-hmm. When Kenny Omega was, well, I shouldn't say was, Kenny Omega still is, I think, the best wrestler on God's green earth today. The guy could fucking go 60 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, and you're going to get the best match that you will see in wrestling today. I would have Don Callis just be like behind the scenes, do that. I don't mind it because I like everybody's like, because Tony Schiavone even kind of poked fun at it during that last paid promo. He's like, when he said, if you try to find Access TV, you say find Access TV to your smart TV, and it laughs at you. I mean, that is the downside to what Impact has. You have
That's where
to,
New Japan is. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's where New
no,
Japan.
no, I totally
That's
understand.
where Kenny used to be. So
Yeah, and I think I think they might be throwing it back to the old school where you have the territories. I wouldn't be totally surprised that if we find out that AEW and like New Japan have kind of had like a hidden deal for quite a while, and this is kind of like the key that unlocks a lot of this stuff. Because we had Impact, they sent Chris Bay, TJP over for the Super J Cup. Now we're getting Impact and AEW. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to have like a power triangle of AEW, New Japan, and Impact Wrestling.
don't forget CMLL.
Yep. That too, where you're just going to get a bunch of wrestlers. AEW has TNT. They have like the big TV network. So they'll bring in people. Plus, like we've all ragged about, AEW's women division is just bottom of the barrel. So Andy and I have adamantly said this, that Impact has, outside of WWE, Impact has the best women's division.
Facts.
Bring these women in. Start bringing them in. I mean, I understand bringing the women that like right now aren't even in the title picture. Taya Valkyrie isn't in the championship picture, but she'd be a hell of a good contender in AEW.
She's bigger than half the Dark Order.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, that belt's not going to fit around her, but it give legitimacy to that title belt because let's be honest, outside of Shida, who do they got? I mean, maybe they'll have Thunder Rosa, but I mean, she was brought on to viewers' eyes as NWA Women's Champion.
Yep.
So this could be. I mean, you could do this. I mean, it opens. It's like it's going to be a Pandora's box that they're going to open. They have so many different avenues they can go down, and I think I know a lot of people say, well, this is only going to help Impact, but I think depending on how you do it, it will help both companies.
Yes, and
that's my TED Talk.
I'm glad to attend your TED Talk. And then Mangria, like the whole get off my lawn thing does not apply with Kenny Omega. He's already a tried and true main eventer in 2 different promotions, so I'm cool with that. I just don't like when my whole get off my lawn thing is when you got guys like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa coming up on Raw and SmackDown and beating former Universal Champions. So that's where that get off my lawn shit comes from.
Well, gentlemen, I did not want to interrupt you. I have a shit ton of opinions here. And as far as remember, I am an outsider when it comes to Impact Wrestling. I did not know who Don Callis was. And as far as Kenny Omega, I only know AEW Kenny Omega. So as far as Kenny Omega goes, the way AEW has, I guess you could say, booked him or treated him, he can't cut a promo worth of goddamn shit. And when I saw Don Callis teaming up with him, I was amazed. I saw Don Callis and I was very impressed with his promo skills, his mic skills. He even this past week got up in Tony Schiavone's face and said, "Hey, get off the commentary table." And of course, Tony said, "Kiss my ass." But I mean, Don Callis doing commentary during Kenny Omega's match and then giving Kenny the mic, and Kenny was doing fucking promo work while he was destroying Joey Janela this week. It was very entertaining to me. I loved the teaming of Kenny and Don. I'm very impressed. As far as the women's division, you're correct. AEW's women's division is the drizzling shits. However, there is one shining star in that drizzling shit, and it's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, who they should have put the title on a very long time ago. And I believe she could carry that women's division until they get a decent roster of women that she could defend against. I mean, she has Rebel or Reba, or whatever the fuck you want to call her. I think Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, should be AEW Women's Champion and remain champion until somebody else comes along, because Sheeta has zero mic skills. She is incredibly boring in the ring. The only Nyla Rose is a beast. Nyla Rose should have held that title way longer than she did. The fact that they took it off her is a crime in my book. But, I mean, if we're going to go with someone with charisma, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, should definitely have that championship. And the only light at the end of this tunnel that I see is Abaddon. I don't know if you're familiar with this weird-looking fucking freaky-ass Asian.
You mean the Rosemary fake and the Su Young fake?
Facts.
Sorry.
But, yeah, she's the only light at the end of this tunnel that I see that could bring some life into the AEW women's division. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yes, like I was saying earlier, Abaddon is a ripoff. I'm sorry to say it. It's been done. It's, like in South Park, Simpsons did it, but Impact did it. Impact did it twice. Impact did it to the point to where both of them fought each other and one got rid of the other for the other one to come back. And they did it again with Havoc, essentially. But Abaddon is just for me, is just someone who I've seen before, and it's regurgitated, but it's new to you because you haven't watched Impact. And I'm not saying that's a fault on you. It's just because who the fuck can find access? Who can find what is it? Discovery? What was the other channel? There's 3 other channels it's been on.
What was it? Travel. Yeah.
Yeah, this Destination Discovery. That's what it was.
Yeah, but see, the only what will help them is that they're on Twitch, but I mean, it's still one of those things of, do you want to? How many people are going to want to either download Twitch or get on their phone or their computer to watch it? I mean, these kids, it's nothing for kids to do this because, I mean, shit, anymore kids are on Twitch 24 hours a day. But and I agree with you, Mangria, that the only shining bright spot in that women's division is Britt Baker. But we have all said, AEW, with all their titles, they have put on former WWE wrestlers, and that's what they will continue to do. Is when WWE gets rid of the next woman, they'll hurry up, poach her up, and then they will use her. Or if they end up getting an indie wrestler, we'll all be scrambling to try to find information on her and try to find footage, YouTube footage of her, to see how good she's going to be. Or they will do what they have been doing, or they'll bring some women over from Japan, which then we'll all be fucked because we won't. I mean, who's going to want to spend the time to find footage on a woman that's 4 foot nothing, and we'll get destroyed by Nyla Rose within the first 2 minutes of a match.
Riho.
Yes.
AEW is just a perfect corporation. They outsource customer service, they outsource shipping, that being their mid card and their women's division. They outsource. So
Can I ask you guys something?
As
an Impact outsider, I did do some research because we had the APPW versus Impact Wrestling pay-per-view. I did watch some matches, and as an outsider, I think what hurts Impact as well, the being on Access TV and not many people have it. Do you guys agree that they should attempt to have some sort of spectators or audience? Because when the match is dead silent like that, it kind of takes me out of it. Like I know they have the talent, they're talented wrestlers, but I mean, just not having the reaction or something. Even the Thunderdome adds something to a match. And then the pumped in fucking crowd noise, which is ridiculous. But I mean, it still adds something to the match. When I was watching Impact matches like Rich Swann and Sami Callihan and all that stuff, I liked the match, but it just, the dead silence kind of took me out of it. What do you guys think about that?
Well, they're just trying to be different. They can't, and then plus they don't have the resources that the other companies do. They're hanging on by a thread. I mean, they have no identity, so they're doing what they can with what they got, and they're just they're I don't know what the laws are in Tennessee, and that's where they are. They're in Tennessee, so like I don't know if they can have audiences, and I don't know. They might see a benefit in, because their roster really isn't that deep to have roster out there acting as fans like AEW was doing. So, I mean, they're suffering from the same situation that Ring of Honor is suffering from. I mean, if you watch Ring of Honor, I don't know if you watch Ring of Honor, but they don't have an audience either. They just have the commentary team, and they're just doing what they can with what they got.
No, I watch NXT, AEW, Raw, SmackDown. I watch way too much goddamn wrestling, and then I put on the APPW every week, and then Ear Candy, and then the Tripod. It's just way too much goddamn shit to watch Ring of Honor. No offense to Ring of Honor, because I know Matt Taven is the man for sure. But
He lost tonight. Sorry, he lost. Him and Mike Bennett lost to.
Oh no, to Vincent and his lackey.
Yep.
Shit.
I think Ring of Honor and Impact are just they're trying to tread water right now until they can start getting like 25% fan, like 10%, 25% fans. Because I mean, if they wanted, like if a TV company wanted to see what it was like, they could go back and look on previous footage of when they've done fans, when they had fans, and see if it's going to be something that's invested and worth investing. But I would think that all they would have to do is just look at the viewership numbers from AEW and WWE, and then make a judgment on just that.
And let's not forget, at one point they drew a 2.4 in the ratings, going head to head with Monday Night Raw. So they have the potential. It's just shit's different, and they're trying to get their shit together. And Don Callis, being an EVP there, is doing what he can by bringing Kenny Omega over.
I mean, I think we all talked about this, is that if these companies are smart, they just band together, and if they want to take down the almighty WWE, you band together, and then you pool your talents, and you put them on their different shows each night, and then that's how you chip away at the ratings. Because I mean, obviously, and I don't agree with the numbers of how AEW outdraws NXT. I'll go to bat every day that NXT whoops AEW's ass every Wednesday.
Exactly.
Now, I could see AEW beating like Raw, because I mean, let's just be honest, there's usually only one good hour of Raw.
Yeah.
And it's after that, I mean, it gets boring. I mean, you get tired of seeing it, and I mean, WWE does it for 3 hours because I imagine they must get a decent amount of money with that extra hour and sponsors. So I mean, if they're going to want to if these other companies want to do this, plus if you're New Japan, if you can get somewhat of a deal with AEW, they have a cable network. They have a cable channel. So bring some of your teams over. Plus, I think it makes me just wonder, because like what we saw on last Tuesday, Kenny Omega was saying we're going to reform the Bullet Club. Well, I mean, WWE knows that they can't say anything about that because New Japan could probably hit him with like a lawsuit or something like that. So that just makes me wonder that AEW and New Japan kind of has some kind of deal.
Can I ask you guys a question? I'm sorry to step all over your format, guys, but
Format.
No, man. This is awesome.
I know.
I was eating turkey, like a turkey leg last time we ran a podcast. So format.
Well, I know that the next pay-per-view is hard to kill. I'm asking you guys. Kenny Omega, I guess, is trying to be a belt collector because he has the AAA championship. He has the AEW championship. Would you guys be upset if he defeated Rich Swann and took? I know that's not the match at Hard to Kill, but I mean in the future, would you guys be upset if he took Rich Swann's Impact championship and had all 3 titles?
It would mean more to me if he beat Moose, and that's just my opinion. Because I knew Moose before all this happened. Moose and Rich Swann were on a collision course to like essentially unify the Impact Championship, which was non-existent, and the not the Impact, the TNA World Championship and the Impact Championship. And it would mean more if he beat Moose, because I think Moose is a little bit more credible. But regardless, it wouldn't bother me if Kenny Omega came in there and did it.
It wouldn't bother me because the more Kenny Omega matches I can watch, I'm a huge fan. So, I mean.
And then when Ethan Page beats Kenny Omega for the championship, Ethan Page is a made man right there.
Fuck yes.
Wow, I didn't know Ethan Page was such a major player. I mean, I asked Stix a month ago who you'd want to face from the Impact roster, and he said Ethan Page. I just thought
that's a dream match. That's why.
I just thought that was a dude he wanted to beat up because he was annoying. But then Andy told me that Stix loves Ethan Page.
Oh yeah.
All of Impact does.
I didn't know how big of a role that Ethan Page was on.
Don Callis is on record saying Ethan Page is the future.
See this, and it worries me because his contract's up. So I'm afraid all this momentum that
No, he's staying.
Is he staying? See, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I forgot where I read it, but I read it. I think.
Thank God.
Wrestling Inc. said it.
Because I think he could be. And I think not because him and Josh Alexander. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I think the North's the best tag team in pro wrestling today.
Facts.
And if they could make a run of them getting the tag belts back, and then him being Impact champion, I think that'd be fucking huge for him. I think he is. We're just scratching the surface of what he could do. He is somebody that can cut a promo, and his in-ring work can outshine that.
And create new characters.
Oh God, yes.
So yes.
Andy, what's this Karate Man gimmick?
It's just an alter ego he's created. It's kind of like a being the elite kind of thing. He started his own video, his vlog, after he came off his like big body transformation, and it's just part of his alter ego. He actually has like a mini movie of the Karate Man.
Well, you saw he brought the Karate Man to Talking Shop Mania too.
Yes, and he produced the movie before Talking Shop Mania too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something he's been building for a while. He's got his own. He's a good follow on social media.
Yeah,
nice.
His vlogs are really good too. It's like they do a lot of the backstage stuff at Impact when they allow him to tape. Plus they tape. He does a lot of taping of like their road trips, and like even like when he does some independent independent bookings, he'll do he'll videotape like backstage of stuff like that. He'll have a lot of Brian Myers,
Good Brothers,
Schwagel, all that stuff. I mean, it isn't very. I think it very rarely goes over like 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Is Monica trying to sleep right now and we're talking?
No. No, not at all. But we're good to go. But this has been a celebration, so we haven't really been focusing on Impact Wrestling. We'll focus on it when it gets closer to Hard to Kill. I do have a few more segments, so I got to cut this one a little short this week. I wish we could talk for a whole 3 hours. That would be amazing. But I still got to sneak the Sheriff in here, and I got to make room for the main event Bryce, because everyone needs to hear what he has to say. So I appreciate you gentlemen for coming on. Stix, what do you got to plug?
Just Still Real pregame 1 year anniversary, baby. Andy with an eye has kept this thing a chugging along. Afterparty Hangover, Tripod Sessions. You got to listen to the three amigos talk about AEW and NXT. Mangria Fuel's YouTube channel, APPW, S&M Ear Candy. And every once in a while, if he's not doing a tripod, he does an Afterparty Hangover. It's a must-follow channel. This guy is just churning out content like there ain't no tomorrow. So check those out.
Well, Mangria, you got a free ad from Stixy Drip over there. Do you got anything else to plug?
Excuse me, he's the miracle Stixy Drip.
I only know one
the
miracle,
man.
and that's Mike Bennett. I'm sorry, Stix.
It's okay. That's okay. I understand, Andy.
He earned the miracle nickname, but yes, I mean, thank you, Stix, for the plugs. I mean, everyone hears an ass full of me and watches all my dumb shit. I'm honored to be a part of the Still Real pregame 1 year anniversary, which is 52 weeks, Cesar. Come on now. You got to know 52 weeks is a year, buddy. Come on, relax. But Andy, man, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have my Afterparty Hangover. I owe everything to you, helping me get this shit started. You helped me with Anchor and all that. You were my first guest. I'm honored to be on your 1 year anniversary. And of course, fucking Stix. Stix Adam is the man. He brings it in the hashtags. He's incredible. He's a very loyal, very nice, very great friend. Thank you, gentlemen, for having me on. I don't need to plug anything but this, and I will share it. Thank you, Andy, and thank you, Stix, for letting me be a part of this.
All right. Well, thank you for being a guest, and thank you for hashtag beating your dicks with Stix or rubbing your clits with Stix if it's mangina filled I'm talking to. So,
oh, my God. That's so gross. You guys are hashtag desperate.
if everybody remember the word of the day was dropped, they didn't know the word of the day, but I did. I said it a little bit. We didn't get that push too much, but please pregame responsibly and enjoy the rest of the show.
Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Welcome, everybody, back to the Still Real pregame anniversary edition. Rules still apply. Word of the day was dropped in the opening, so you know what to do when you hear it if you've been listening to it for a year. Maybe, I don't know. No one really listens, I think. We got 9 followers as of 3 weeks ago, so I'm excited. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. I have the original co-host of the Still Real pregame. Who I got on here with me?
You got the great Brettzky 99 on with you, Andy, and I am very happy to be with you again.
99. Are you pre-gaming tonight, Brettzky?
Tonight, no, it's about 1 a.m. by me when we're recording this, so I'm not going to be pre-gaming right now, but when this episode comes out, I'll be more than happy to be pre-gaming along with everyone else.
Yes, because that's what everyone does when they listen to us, hopefully, because I don't know. I haven't got any constructive feedback. But it's actually, I got 1 positive review on iTunes. I'm pretty excited about that. Could be like that guy's like, hey, you need followers, click my link type thing, but it's okay. They left 5 stars, so it doesn't matter. What's up?
There you go. You got 1 5-star review at least.
Yes. I'm fresh off some, what is that stuff called that they make in backwoods? Moonshine. I'm fresh off some Mary and Berry lemonade moonshines, and a quick binge at the end of the season of The Mandalorian with Sasha Banks in it, and now I'm fucking pre-gaming with some Truly, talking to my friend that's a descendant of Paul Heyman.
Yeah, all Jews are descendants of Paul Heyman, one way or the other.
Yes, he's the head mole man that lives in the center of the earth that controls the earth's money. Yes. He just lends his creative prowess to the WWE and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, we're all Paul Heyman guys, more or less.
Exactly. Anytime you spend a shekel that was given to you by Paul Heyman. But are you still in school, or are you back home for the holidays?
I am currently back home for the holidays. I've still got some internship work, but other than that, I'm out of school for now.
Did you have a bow staff handy in your back pocket when you got home to beat all the pussy off of you because of the faux pod and the tripod sessions?
Oh man, and not just one. I had to have a bunch of different weapons on me. You know, I almost had to raid the military base that's kind of near my house. You know, to get some extra protection, man. You know, it just wouldn't come off of me.
This is what I foresee happening. All right, you remember that scene in World War Z when Jerusalem they piled on the walls, Dems to hoes, demographics, 18 to 73, up your I imagine you live in some sort of compound, trying to come up over the compound, a la World War Z style. So
yep, you know Brettzky, just hanging out in the compound.
Hanging out in the compound, fucking chilling like a villain. So moving on. So we got TLC. This is what brought us together a year ago.
That's right.
TLC.
That's right. It was the first one was TLC, right?
Yes, it was, and I'm very excited that TLC is this weekend. I'm probably not going to watch because I got rid of my network subscription because I'm a TNA guy now, you know?
Wow.
So, well, Impact.
How the mighty have fallen.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Hey, at least you're not an AEW guy.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've lost my virginity. I don't think I can watch. Every time I try to change it to AEW, like, my remote doesn't work. It's like the biometrics realizes that my seal is broken, my hymen is in place.
Oh no, you can't watch this show. You're not allowed to watch this. You got to give you something good.
I even tried to speak like a virgin to get it to change the channel, but it didn't work.
Hey, I'm surprised. That could fool them. That could very well fool them.
Yes, I really tried my best, but unfortunately, so like in my time alone in the last 3 months, I was forced. I didn't have cable, so I was forced to watch the apps on my TV, and I did have the TNT app, and I did watch one episode of Impact. I think I fooled them. There was no biometrics. It was an app that was on my TV, not on my phone. So
you can't track those. Those are tricky.
Yes, Samsung, I got over on you. I got to see some of it. I can't remember what episode I watched. I believe it was. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Kenny Omega was going to come out of the entrance ramp and Mox jumped him.
So that was recent then.
Yeah, that was within the last.
That was at least. I want to say that was 4 weeks ago.
It might have been a week before their title match.
I believe it was the week before the title match. Yeah, so it probably been 4 weeks ago at this point.
Yeah, but wrestling's been a bitch since we started this show.
Yeah, the downfall of wrestling over here.
I could see that, and maybe subliminally, I'm trying to end Impact Wrestling because I've started to cover it exclusively.
And you know what? Keep your hands off NXT and SmackDown because those two shows are the top two shows right now.
I do rarely go talk about those. I try, if I can't get a hold of you, I go over them briefly with Stix. But yeah, I haven't been much of a stain on those underpants.
Yeah, no, NXT is by far, at least on the Tripod's opinions, especially by far NXT is the superior show.
Yeah, I've got a chance to dabble in NXT. It's just so tough, working crazy hours now. And I mean, God bless Snapchat because they do those top 10s, and I can pretty much gather what the hell's going on in WWE just on Snapchat alone.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's probably the benefit of them being such a global company. They can just distribute all that fucking information wherever the hell they want.
Yeah, and then so moving on to that, I just want to bring up some relevancy. Maybe that's why their social media team is so good. Maybe that's why they're losing the Wednesday Night War, if you can call it that. Because who the fuck needs to watch something when you do such a good job to put the show together on a top 10 on Snapchat?
Well, yeah, that's the thing also, and obviously it's like, to be serious, like real quick, that's probably a big reason. And also like they don't have like the shock factor of Sting. Like TNA's ratings went up when like Hogan and Sting and Bischoff and all them showed up, and then
they were doing a 2.4.
Exactly,
they were doing a 2.4 back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. They were doing really well. They were doing better than like doubled what Raw does now, and then it went down. Like AEW already lost like 200,000 viewers from last week, I believe. So
yeah,
it's a short term fix, but no, it's just NXT it suffers from two problems, which is the stigma of being in WWE and the whole social media aspect. Because if you can watch AEW, you can watch some WWE product, and you're not a WWE fan, you don't think it's good. But when you have people like Fine Cameron Grimes and the rest of the gang over there, Timothy Thatchers, the Tommaso Ciampas, the Johnny Garganos, and all Dexter Loomises. The list goes on. The best women's division in wrestling. It's a can't miss TV show, in my opinion.
I wish there was a Loomis family so we could say the Lumai or something.
I would love it if you had a family. That'd be great.
Where did Fine Cameron Grimes get his start?
TNA.
Oh, boom! I love it.
No, yeah. I give them all the credit. They, if I remember correctly, I remember I watched. That was when I used to watch TNA, like more regularly. And I believe I remember him being there. Wasn't he like Trevor Lee or something like that?
Trevor Lee, and he had the Cult of Lee.
Was he any good there? Because I've heard that him and Loomis were not great.
X Division champion.
Really?
He was under like Hurricane Helms' fucking learning tree over there. Him and I think not something. It was Andrews, something, not the dude from NXT UK, but a different guy. And then they beefed after Trevor Lee got too big for his britches.
Huh. Yeah, I remember watching every so often, and I remember the name Trevor Lee, but I didn't remember if he was any good. Do you remember if Dexter Loomis? I know he was in Samuel Shaw. Was he any good in TNA?
No, I don't remember. He didn't register too much.
That's a shame because he's an absolute star in NXT right now. So it's crazy.
The stuff I've seen, that Halloween episode was really amazing.
Oh my god, that was the best.
And then who the hell you brought? Oh yeah, so I've been meaning to talk about this on a podcast for almost a year straight because I finally recognized the Butcher or the Blade, whichever the one, the little short one. Which one's the short one?
Blade.
Blade.
The one who's married to Allie.
That is Braxton Sutter from Impact Wrestling, part of the fucking one of the coolest storylines they had during the whole, like it stood above, like it was comparable to the Broken Universe type thing, because that's when it was happening, when Chelsea Green, which was Laurel Van Ness, was gonna marry Braxton Sutter, which is Blade, and then he at the wedding he professed his love to Allie. And just all the talent in the ring that night of the wedding was crazy, because you have Laurel Van Ness, who is Chelsea Green. You have Sienna, who is still Sienna, Allison Kay. You had Maria Kanellis. You had Mike Bennett, the Miracle. You had, I don't know if he's still Butcher or Blade. You said it already, but I can't remember.
Blade.
You have Allie. And you had Aaron Stevens with Rockstar Spud.
That was when Aaron Stevens was there for like 2 weeks?
That was when this was before he changed his gimmick to like a freaking Liberace style, and Rockstar Spud was like his little fucking manservant.
Oh my god. I remember that was him going to TNA was when I came back to TNA for a week, and he had that great promo that first night that he showed up, and then they did nothing with him for like a month, I remember.
He won that throwaway title they had that he tried to make like an MMA style, like the grand champion, where he's 3 judges for 3 rounds.
Oh my
And
god, I
then
forgot about that.
it was so bad that like Bruce Pritchard even just walked off the show during it. I don't even know if that was supposed to be part of the show or not. He just walked off in the middle of the thing, and then the title just ended. And then that's when Damon Sandow, and he turned into that Liberace character. It's really weird.
He's doing great things now too in NWA. He seems like he's doing pretty fun. It's topical then, because I know the Impact now is the Karate Kid or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Stevens was doing like a dojo karate gimmick or something like that.
Yeah, he was. Yes, he was. And the I think it's the North American title that they have over there is none other than Trevor fucking Murdoch.
That's right. Yeah.
If you remember him from WrestleMania like 22 or whatever, I think he was around there. Him and Lance Cade had a tag team together. Those guys were wild.
Oh my god, I remember seeing that and I was like, wait a minute, I think I've heard of Trevor Murdoch. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that's the fucking guy who holds the NWA North American title right now. That guy? Like, holy shit.
He gives hope to the mega pounders of the world out there. He made it to the top, like to the top of the freaking top. He was in WWE for more than a year. So there's hope out there, guys. Don't give up.
Yeah, and he won titles. He was featured.
Yes. Yeah, he was tag team champ. I think
Yeah.
Big Show and Kane beat him. Or maybe I can't remember.
Yeah, but still, tag team champ, even though especially at that time didn't really matter and there were no actual tag teams, but still to be a champion in WWE history.
Fucking A. Drinking my drink. I'm so happy for them. I'm happy for everybody. I'm happy for all of us.
It's a happy fest over here.
Happy. So happy, joy. I mean, like most of the kids wrestlers from your childhood are still relevant in some promotion. Chris Masters is still around. I'm pretty sure he's in Power right now.
Is he in Power? I mean, I know that he. I think I've seen him around. I know he's still doing things. I didn't know if he was in Power or not.
Darren Young just lost tonight at Final Battle. He was on the Final Battle card.
Really?
Yeah, he was in a tag team, thrown together tag team. He's pretty prominent in that new stuff that they have going on in LA. It's kind of set up like NWA. I can't remember. It's like NA something like that, but it's based out of LA, and he's pretty prominent in there.
I never understood why they didn't do more with him in WWE because, I mean, they gave him the stupid fucking make Darren Young great again gimmick, but they still gave him Bob Backlund, which gave him some relevance. But like, he was decent enough in the ring, and like, especially with being like the first openly gay like competitor or whatever it was. You know, they could have. I mean, it sounds pretty evil, but they could have used him to kind of gain like media recognition. Like he could have been a good face for them. You know, kind of like what NXT's Jake Atlas could be for them going forward. But like, I never understood why they didn't do more with him. I didn't understand why they broke up the primetime players either. Because I mean, Titus O'Neil deserves a push, and because he's a fucking big dude who can go. But you know, I never understood why they didn't do more.
Yeah, Titus O'Neil is a great ambassador for the company. Also, from a marketing standpoint, Darren Young hits like 2 birds, 1 stone. Double minority.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he could be your poster child for everything. Put just a U.S. championship and just let it reign forever.
Right.
You know?
He never would have been WWE champ, but like, give him a bunch of mid-card titles.
Exactly. Or he could have been that champ that never got it. Kind of like when they finally gave R-Truth his freaking title shot and Mark Henry's title shot against John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that, but whatever. I'm still happy for him. He's still doing great things.
Oh, yeah. Good for him. And also, Leo Rush, I don't know if you saw this. Leo Rush and NJPW.
Oh, yeah. They did the Super J Cup, but I think El Phantasmo won that shit again, back-to-back.
Yeah. Well, they do a lot of back-to-backs over there for the cups, it seems. But no, I'm happy for him. I didn't know he was getting back into wrestling, but I always love watching some Leo Rush shit.
Yeah, TJP was in that tournament too. Some of Man, Impact needs to hurry up and sign some of these guys to long-term deals because other companies are using them. Like Chris Bay is a big player in Impact Wrestling, and he was in the Super Junior Cup.
Oh yeah,
And
didn't he face Rich Swann for the title recently?
it's either he did because Rich Swann's next match is against Kenny Omega.
That's right. That 6-man tag, right?
Yeah, for the BizCliz versus whoever the hell, because no one really cares about Impact except me and Stix Adam.
The two viewers, Stix Adam and Andy.
But I have noticed, some of the things I've been talking about. I've started to see some changes in Impact Wrestling. When I'm not saying people listen to our show that are important. I'm just saying stuff that we talk about has changed, and I've been harping on. You familiar with Eddie Edwards?
Yes, I am.
All right, you know who his wife is?
No, I don't. I feel like I do, but I don't. I can't think of it right now.
Okay, it's Alicia Edwards, and for the longest time I thought her name was Alopecia because her Instagram handle looks like alopecia. Just look up Alicia Edwards and just try to on Instagram and try to think it doesn't say alopecia. I've been talking how she's been a terrible fucking wife for like 2 fucking months. 2 fucking months. And then I turned on Impact like 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden she's like, I don't give a shit. My husband's in trouble. I need to help him. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I know the shit's taped in advance, but I've been bitching about her being a terrible wife for months. Her husband's going with Sami Callihan, getting into all this shit again. And now she wants to do something after all the pre-tapes are done and there's new tapings. I'm just saying.
God. Hey, it could very well be. But no, I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if this is a thing that a lot of people have, but going back to, because I tried very hard to watch the Impact where Kenny Omega showed up, the first one, but like I can't sit through it because of the no crowd anymore. And like I thought I was used to it because like when WWE started with no crowd, like right off the bat, like I was like, all right, whatever, I can get used to it because it was like WrestleMania and all that. But then I guess for whatever reason, like getting out of it and like having like the Thunderdome and NXT with fans and AEW with fans, like I can't get into it anymore. I can't get into the no crowd anymore.
It's difficult, and especially with Josh Matthews, like Vince McMahon impersonation in the 90s and 80s, like it's really tough to get through. But it's like I usually watch it on mute.
There you go.
And like I get through it because the action's pretty good. But you got to listen to some of the stuff because since it's the benefit of being pre-recorded, they can adjust what the announcers say and everything like that.
Right. So do you agree that Josh Matthews is not a very good commentator?
There's sometimes he has great, like, his just reactions are terrible. It's like his in between shit from move to move, and like and his like his exposition is good, but when he overreacts like Vince McMahon did, like it just makes it worse. So that's my opinion.
Yeah.
If I could rate him on a scale, he's a fucking exposition and move to move action, he's an 8. But like as soon as he starts overreacting, oh my god, he does that, he brings it down to a 3 for me. So
hey, you got me right in the middle. That's a nice little, I want to say 5. That's a nice little 5.5.
He was great back in the day when he was like pushing that he was the greatest commentator in the world, and he was doing like a little like Michael Cole style thing.
I remember seeing something about that. Yeah,
and like he got a lot of shit on the social media for him putting out on social media, but I can only imagine it's him, like half true, but like him believing it, and then him like progressing the story. And
right.
That's when he was good, because he was shitting on Pope, which is Elijah Burke for all you WWE fans. But yeah, he that's when I think he was at his best. Here, he's kind of the guy who gets shit on by Don Callis, and since Don Callis isn't around, his wife shits on him. So
doesn't he have a smoking hot wife?
Yeah, Madison Rain.
That's right. I remember seeing somewhere that he was married to Madison Rain. I'm like, how the fuck does Josh Matthews pull Madison Rain?
Yeah, he's got that on lock, and she shits on him like during commentary like the whole time.
As any good married couple would.
Yeah, well, yeah, she shits on him hard, but yeah, he's really it's different now. He might, if he goes back to his like heel days, he'll be great.
You know what? You mentioned Cole. Like people give Michael Cole a lot of shit for that heel stuff, and obviously it wasn't great, and like it got in the way of a lot of other things. And him versus Lawler was not very ideal. But you know what? He played the heel character very damn good, very damn well. You know,
Yes,
he did a good job pissing people off.
And I quote, that shit was good.
The coal miners was great. Like naming his fans the coal miners they didn't have was hilarious. Like he did some good shit that people forget about.
Cole gave Jake Hager the rub.
He did. It's right. I actually watched that match back recently. Them at WrestleMania, him and Lawler, and I totally because I hadn't watched at that point, and so like I didn't realize the entrance. I don't know if you remember this, but in the entrance, I forgot that at the time Jack Swagger was there, and so he came out with like the old music, like the check 1 2, like that one,
the Rage Against the Machine music that he had.
And I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about this music. And he came down, and Stone Cold came out with the fucking 4x4. Or he came driving down, and he fucking almost ran over Jack Swagger, and I didn't even realize that was a thing. And it's like the funniest thing ever. Like you just see Jack Swagger dive onto the side of the WrestleMania ramp, and it's so fucking good.
That was one of the most pitiful WrestleManias. It opened with such hope with ADR and Edge, which hey, we need to get it out there. I think Alberto Del Rio stuff got dismissed, and it was like he's good, so he's not a piece of shit. He's still a piece of shit, but he's not a total piece of shit.
Oh, like that's like he was found to be false or some shit.
Yeah, so like I think I haven't done my research because I'm not a fucking journalist, but
dude, that's good.
I listened to Keeping It 100 with Conan, and he said he's good. So if he says he's good, I mean, he keeps it 100. So whatever.
No, yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm guilty. I have an Alberto Del Rio shirt. I was an Alberto Del Rio fan. You know, so that's good.
Yeah. But to bring it back to my point, all right, this is my point about guys like Michael Cole. If there is no Michael Cole being a heel, there is no Inner Circle. There is no Jake Hager. I'm just saying, boom.
Yeah, there you go. The AEW's existence is credited to Michael Cole.
Yes, and Don Callis is out in the world right now saying that AEW only exists because of the match that he made with Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho in New Japan. But I say there is no AEW without Michael Cole being a heel, giving the rub to Jake Hager to turn him into an MMA champion, not a champion, MMA fighter, fighting, like little kids' dads in the Bellator octagon, to give the Inner Circle enough power to exist. So,
yeah, so when we turn on AEW, you should hear, and I quote. That should be the intro. That should be the entire intro song. Just and I quote.
And I quote. And I'm happy that Michael Cole exists, because without Michael Cole, there would be no virgins in this world.
There would be no Jim Cornette screaming about spot monkeys.
Yeah, dude, that guy's fucking crazy. My wife and I watched Dark Side of the Ring, and she loves whenever Jim Cornette's on screen, because that dude is crazy.
Dude, I give him credit. I don't agree with a lot of what he says. But when he talks about, because like he shits on NXT too, which I don't agree with, but the stuff that he says about AEW, more times than not, he's right, but he just like uses 20 million F-bombs, and it's just really funny. But yeah, no, that dude's insane.
Yeah, and he was like, did you hear about what he did in NWA with Trevor Murdoch?
No, what was this?
He said some like crazy ass like Trevor Murdoch better run out of here like he's got a bucket of chicken in Ethiopia or something.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. I don't want to be misquoted or misquote him, but he said something along those lines. And
didn't he get fired for that?
Yeah.
I remember hearing something like, I think it was something racist, or they make a bucket of chicken, and like I gotta look this up now, because I don't want to say something that's not what he said and then sound racist. But like, he said something.
It was something about a bucket of fried chicken in Ethiopia and Trevor Murdoch.
Oh my god, what is this? Yeah, it was on NWA Power. He said, in case you missed it, this is from Pro Wrestling Sheet. Cornette attempted to describe the strength and courage of Trevor Murdoch during the latest episode of Power and said, quote, "He's the only man I've ever known that can strap a bucket of fried chicken on his back and ride a motor scooter across Ethiopia."
Yes. Wow.
What a line. See, Josh Matthews, take notes. That's a line.
That is a lie. You want heel heat. Oh, fuck me. But, I mean, all his credibility goes out the window after he says something like that.
God, all those like 30, 40 years of credibility he built up just went away.
Just went away in one bucket of chicken. It rode off on a motor scooter. Oh, God. But, sorry, we went off topic. TLC is on Sunday.
Oh,
Today
yeah,
is
TLC.
Friday. I didn't get to watch SmackDown because I was watching Mandalorian. So technically I watched the SmackDown because Sasha Banks is in the Mandalorian. So, boom, I watched SmackDown. Big match, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. I saw Kevin Owens got put through a table by Roman Reigns tonight. Who do you think's going to win that match?
Oh, Roman Reigns, obviously. There's no way they take it off him this early, especially to Kevin Owens. As much as I love Kev.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Owens has the victory over Roman Reigns, right? He does have one over him from when he was Universal Champion.
He has a couple, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't see why he needs another one, and I don't think anyone should beat Roman Reigns for like 3 fucking years.
No, the treatment he got when he was a forced babyface, like this is a treatment he should get right now. He should never lose.
He should never lose. I don't even care who comes back. Sorry, Goldberg, you're my man. I love Goldberg, but like realistically, Roman Reigns could beat the living shit out of you. If I like, this is coming from like a super Goldberg fan. I'm like, if Goldberg's on TV and like someone like I got a bus full of divas wanting to have sex with me, I'm watching a Goldberg match. I'm sorry, but Roman Reigns should destroy him, and he should destroy everyone on the roster. I don't even think anyone on the current roster right now, even in like someone that they would bring back like a Brock Lesnar, I don't think anyone should beat him until maybe like a Karrion Kross comes up.
Oh yeah, like I feel like even then, if Karrion Kross, that's still heel versus heel. I think they need like a super strong babyface.
Well, Roman's gonna do the whole Rock thing, be a heel. And then once the crowds come back in, he's a babyface 100%.
Yeah, I guess
he's a baby. Yeah, they're going to turn him into it. They try to turn Becky heel, and look what happened there.
That's true. That is true. Actually, you know what? I got to ask you, it's a little bit off topic, but it's about Goldberg. I got to ask someone, as a Goldberg fan yourself. When Goldberg's whole beef with Roman Reigns for the past few years has been, I'm Goldberg, I did the spear first, and Roman does the spear now. Yeah. Even though, like, millions of guys have done spears even before Goldberg. So, what do you think then, as a Goldberg fan? Do you think that's like? What do you think of that whole motive, I guess, behind Goldberg only singling out Roman Reigns?
Well, he only singles out Roman Reigns like every UFC fighter singles out Conor McGregor. He's the hot ticket. He's the payday. And that's what Edge isn't a payday to Goldberg. That's legend versus legend. No one's gonna care about that. He's the hot money. He's the hot money item. He's the Universal Champion, just like Conor McGregor was the champ, and everyone wanted to fight him. So that's my opinion, and it's a smart money move. I mean, as a descendant of Paul Heyman himself, Goldberg knows about money. So
it is a smart money move for him.
It is a smart money move for him. It is if I want to keep it real and say it's still real to me, it would be ego, which is the fall of humanity right there. His ego's getting in the way. He thinks he was this godlike creature, and he can beat anybody. So part of it's ego, part of it's money. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but also this was on the ego point then, real quick, because that was the whole build. Like obviously, Goldberg was the heel going into Reigns Goldberg. That was supposed to happen earlier in Mania. Like Goldberg was the clear heel there, but how are you going to do it? Do you think it's going to be like Ego versus Roman Reigns, head of the table, heel versus heel again? Like, how will that work?
So to play off the ego thing, in his mind, he's not the heel. He's the hero. He's always been that in his mind, even though he gets booed everywhere he goes, and like he is the hero. So that's his ego. Some people just still think that they're always the hero. A lot of people. I mean, I don't want to compare him to anyone that's a real villain. Like villains in our history always thought they were doing right. Correct?
Yeah, you're right.
Going all the way into present date, all the way back into, I would have to say, time. The person who always thought this to always be the hero always ends up being the villain. Yeah. I mean, I just watching, like, not to spoil anything for the Mandalorian fans, but I got a snidbit in the Star Wars universe, let us into a snidbit of what it was like to be on the Imperial side for once. Not the finale the week prior. And you saw, it was kind of weird seeing a bunch of stormtroopers celebrating other stormtroopers. So they think they're the hero. They think they're bringing order. So that's the whole ego thing, pride and everything like that. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, 100%. It makes 100% sense.
If I could be a philosophizer.
Hey, I'm always happy to hear your philosophizing, Andy.
I mean, behind all the tranny and like bang every fat chick that exists, I mean, there is some sort of thought in my head.
God damn it! Not that's why you watch AEW for Nyla Rose.
Yes, for now. I mean, that's the only time I get to watch AEW is when they know. Oh no, Nyla's on. My TV remote starts working.
Yeah, then once Awesome Kong comes back, oof.
Ooh, Awesome Kong, dude. She got fucked hardcore. Literally, she got fucked, got pregnant, then she got fucked by WWE because she was gonna be a force to be reckoned with, and I was gonna be so happy. I was not excited for an Impact talent to debut on a WWE platform because I wasn't a Samoa Joe fan ever,
really,
until I saw his work. Like, I hated Samoa Joe. When he had that rivalry with Kurt Angle, I was like, I don't understand why Kurt Angle would ever lose to this fucking garbage-ass human. It was still real to me back then. And, but now, like, going through all of NXT with him, it's like, yeah, I can appreciate it. It's really great. So I was very excited when I heard Karma was debuting. But if and when she ever comes back to Impact, that's going to be not Impact to AEW. That'd be exciting because if they ever have a women's tag team division,
don't even say that.
They should know this. Just like I don't understand why Nyla Rose would never title. She should be the champion for like Bruno Sammartino style. You should never be able to beat her. So, that was off topic. But yes, you don't think Roman Reigns is going to take the L this weekend?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't think the rest of the world is fooled. I don't know if Carmella and Sasha Banks settled their beef tonight, but do you think there will be a title change in that altercation?
I don't know. That's a tough one because there can be a lot of different ways. Like, I feel like this could be a great way to turn Sasha heel again, but I feel like Carmella could also use the character work if she loses. So I'm gonna say they don't piss off all of Sasha Banks' rabid online fans by having her lose in her first defense again. So I'm gonna go with Sasha.
Okay. I like that. That's pretty. I mean, this is pretty safe pay-per-view for all the champions. Even Drew, I don't even think he's going to lose to AJ or get a successful cash in on him. But how about now that they've added an Inferno element to this Bray and Orton thing? Do you think Orton's going to take the L, or do they?
I think I think Orton
Yeah.
might win. I think that Bliss, something will happen. Like maybe like Alexa Bliss gets burnt
Oh,
or like gets
shit.
set on fire, and like fucking Bray's like, holy shit, Alexa Bliss just got set on fire, and then Orton just like shoves him into the fire. Like, all right, we still have a match. I win. But I feel like Orton has much more of a chance now. So I'm gonna go with Orton, but it could go either way.
Fuck. That's amazing. Just set Alexa Bliss on fire. That's awesome.
Just casually put one of her pigtails on fire. She doesn't notice. All of a sudden, just like her whole hair's burnt off. And it's like, holy shit.
Oh man, Dan, she looks like I don't know if you watch Rugrats, but she kind of looks like Gwen. Is it Gwendy? I think so. What? Angelica's doll.
Oh
The
yeah.
one with the bald spots.
Oh my god.
That would be awesome. And her podcast is about like nostalgia and shit when she was a nerd. So I mean, that would be playing perfect to her real life character and her current character. So man.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Book it.
Book
I'd
it.
be happy to see it. But I don't really know any other matches.
I got the card up right now for you, actually, Andy.
Cool.
We got Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles in
I
the
think
TLC
Drew's
match.
winning.
I also think Drew's winning. We've got we mentioned that. Oh, it's right. We've got the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business versus the New Day for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
The business. I got the business. I think the business should win this.
I also agree that the business should win.
No,
I think
business
that
should
the
win this.
I think I don't remember who said it on the Storyl Afterparty podcast, but I think I know one of the boys said that they think maybe Cedric will get too out of hand and he'll cost them the title, like inadvertently. But I think that could very well happen. But I think that the Hurt Business deserves to win this. Next up, we got the women's tag titles: Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and a partner to be determined.
Yeah. I don't see the champs losing, and I would say the mystery partner either might be Charlotte, and that's what Andrade calls her, Charlotte. It's either Charlotte or it's gonna be Mandy. So, but
could be Ripley. Could be Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that might be her brutality, but I see no reason to bring her up already. Let her.
She's done in NXT.
So is Ciampa and so is Gargano, but like, fuck.
No, but she's literally like Ciampa has requested multiple times to stay in NXT, and Johnny Gargano is the current North American champion.
Still, like, they don't need to be there, but they're still there. They because their power, So that's what I'm saying about her. Yeah. They can't afford it.
I guess, yeah. But like their women's division, that's the thing too. Is like their women's division is already so stacked with talent that like it just helps everyone if she goes out to a division that does not have that talent.
They should put her on loan to AEW.
Oh God, that would be something. That would help them out a lot because they have no one. But yeah, no, I think that Rhea Ripley could very easily be the mystery partner especially because of her history with Shayna Baszler. And I think I'm gonna have to go with Asuka and to be determined. Because I think that this also could lead to Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler splitting up because they should never have been a tag team in the first place, even though they're very fun as a tag team. And I think that we're gonna get Baszler versus Jax, which then leads to WrestleMania with maybe like Shayna and Asuka or Shayna and Ripley or a triple threat or some variation. But
So to talk about Ripley really quick. I don't think she might be conscious because she took a tidal wave of butt meat from Tony Storm on Wednesday.
She did.
And then in the Shayna and Nia tag team, who's Booker, who's Goldust? Because those are the vibes I get from that, Matt. From that.
Booker is Shayna or Shayna's Booker and Nia is definitely Goldust.
Oh man, Nia shatters my dreams every night, so that's pretty awesome.
I will say though, I think that this because I mentioned going forward, I think that the plan should really be, you can even have Charlotte come back, then Charlotte and Asuka win the titles, or like something happens and it leads to like Charlotte saying I deserve a title shot from Asuka, Charlotte beats Asuka for the title, and you could have Ripley win the Royal Rumble and then beat Charlotte for the title at Mania to kind of like that redemption story, like for the year-long redemption, which I've been saying since the summer. I think that they should have Ripley and Charlotte too, with Ripley's redemption story and her beating Charlotte for a title at Mania.
I like it.
Hopefully with fans this
Yeah,
year.
maybe.
As well.
Too bad it's not in LA because I could have made it.
No way. No, LA.
I wish it would have been like, well, it's at SoFi Stadium, like they planned originally. I wish it would have been. Hopefully they rebook that because my childhood home is like literally like I would say 8 miles away from that stadium.
Oh wow.
So yes. I wouldn't even have to buy a hotel. I just stay at mom and pop's, Uber my ass over there, get wasted, and fucking Uber my ass back.
That would be a hell of a
Yeah,
night
it
right
would.
there. Just staying back at your old childhood home, getting lit as fuck at WrestleMania, then coming back home. That'd be insane.
All right, what's next on the card?
It looks like that's it because on SmackDown tonight we already had the SmackDown Tag Team Title match. There's no Raw Women's Title match because of the whole Asuka Tag Team thing. No, it looks like that's it. As of now, at least.
I don't think the Miz is going to cash in.
No.
I do think they'll have something to do with the match, but I don't think Miz will cash in. And Drew will overcome unsurmountable odds, and maybe spark the feud between what's his nuts. Sheamus.
Oh, him and Sheamus is going to be great. That's just two big, hard-hitting British boys. That's going to be great.
Fucking destroying each other. It's going to be great. Ireland, Scotland. Let's fucking get it on. But I mean, I think TLC is going to be boring, and outside anything spectacular happening, it's just going to be a glorified live event.
I mean, they have it's weird. They have the mix of like the two TLC matches should be incredible, but because those are two like star power matches. Like, but other than that, like, I mean, Hurt Business and New Day will be good because it should be good. It's all four of those guys are great in ring, and the Hurt Business is always fun to watch. Mella and Sasha has gotten pretty personal on SmackDown. They've had some good back and forths, and we'll see how Carmella is coming back to see if she got any ring rust or if she's back to where she was with constantly improving. I guess that'll be kind of a proving ground for her. No one cares about the women's tag titles, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I didn't get a chance to watch SmackDown. I don't believe they booked Sami Zayn versus Big E for the IC title, but I if they did, that'll be good. But I don't think they did yet. And I don't even remember who the United. Oh yeah, Bobby Lashley's United States champion. Never mind. So he's not.
They need more
wrestling.
gold over there. So the business needs to be booming.
Yeah, the business does need to be booming. Absolutely, business should
always be booming, and not just booming in women's faces and men's faces because we're for everyone here.
Yeah,
since Julius _ is near and dear to your heart as well as mine. He sent in a question for this joy occasion, and I'm happy he did. So I got more than one question sent in to me, but Julius _ Caesar is near and dear to both of our hearts. So I want to ask you the question he sent me. I will respond as well, but I want to hear your opinion first.
Oh boy, this will be great.
Is there such thing as too much butt meat?
Huh. That's a great question from Julius _ Caesar. I would love to get to talk to him one day. He seems like an interesting guy. I'm going to say it all depends on the butt meat to tit meat and the butt meat to the rest of the body ratio.
Okay.
It all depends on the ratio. Because if the ratios fit, there ain't no such thing as too much butt meat. But if the ratios don't align, then
it's all
it's like
if the butt, so it's like a baby's diaper that just like overflown and it doesn't match the abs, the shoulders, the head, and it's just all ass, and it's just like you're not about that life.
Exactly. Yeah, like if it's like a giant ass and like a twig, it's like, you know, like the weight balance is all weird. So it's like it'll be weird. Like you're fucking like one of those like stationary things of like the bird where it has a little water at the bottom, so it goes back and forth and back and forth. It'll just be it just won't be a fun time.
So it all depends on the ratio with you. On the topic of depends.
Yeah.
My opinion, this might be a controversial one. There is a such thing as too much butt meat. I don't even care if the ratios match up. Because the booty hole, and this is the same topic of on depends. Like, that girl got to clean that thing. And I know I'm not cleaning it. I'm not getting that, hey, baby. And, you know, if I plan on marrying this girl, like, I know she's going to be cleaning my diapers. I'm going to have to clean her fucking diapers? No. There is a limit on the butt meat. And I don't do poop. I'm not a cleaner of poop. I don't even like wiping my ass. If I could outsource that shit, literally, I would. But, you know, I ain't that rich yet. I haven't got that Paul Heyman money yet.
You just call tech support every time you take a shit.
I'm waiting until I get that bidet, and then I'll never have to worry about it. Hopefully, even with a lot of butt meat, and she has a bidet, that's still too much butt meat because the bidet isn't. It's like Lysol. It's only 99.9% killing. You know, it ain't 100%, and I ain't licking shit. Literally, I ain't licking shit unless I know it's true.
Yeah, that'd be one hell of a surprise. You go down there like, oh my god, what's that?
Is that a mole? Oh no, is that a chocolate morsel? Is that? Oh, it's hard. It's hard because it's been in there for so long it dried.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh god,
I'm not playing with it. There's such thing as too much butt meat.
Yeah, that's fair. If you can lose specks of shit in your butt, then no, I got you, Andy.
I mean, and you gotta think about saggies when it's older. That's a lot. You know, I know what the front butt looks like when it gets older. It just looks terrible. Just think about the back butt and the milk bags.
Oh my god,
milk bag. Once those, I mean, it'd be a sad day in hell when the milk bags tangle up and get in a knot because you're old and saggy, and then the back butt just tag. Oh god, no, it's bad. It's just bad. It's bad.
You're gonna make me cry, Andy.
Go with the itty bitty titty committee so you don't have to worry about tangles. go with the pancake butt because when she's older, you don't gotta clean it.
Basically, go with Dakota Kai.
There you go.
Which you
gotta invest in your future. You gotta be smart. You gotta think about a long run. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah. Oh, captain, my captain.
Oh, captain of Team Kick. Reina Gonzalez meets all the criteria, in my opinion. Yeah, and she's Amazonian. She's a descendant of Wonder Woman. She is great. I just now that I just thought of her, she's a great wrestler. I got pissed when she was getting jobbed out in the Women's Classic. That shit was pissing me off. But I'm glad to see that hard work paid off and she's doing something positive. I could see her as being NXT champion.
I called this on the tripod, the last tripod we did, I believe. I believe that I don't know where it's going, but I think that if she faces Io Shirai, the first time she gets I think that she will be the one to take it off Io Shirai. I think that they'll do it at New Year's Evil. But I think that she will dethrone Io Shirai.
It'd be great because Io does nothing for me. Nothing.
Wow.
I'm more of a Shida fan than Io fan.
Oh, I might have to leave this.
You
call,
might
Andy.
have to,
I might have to
but
leave this
honestly,
call.
I just have Io does nothing for me. I'm sorry. I mean, Asuka has charisma. Io has no charisma. She does not take even a whole bottle of charisma pills would not help that that chick.
You prefer Sheeta though? You prefer Sheeta? Maybe it's because you don't watch AEW.
That
but
might have
you
been
prefer
harsh.
Sheeta?
But you know what? Maybe I was just trying to make a point here, Brettzky.
Andy, I can't ever look at you the same anymore.
Well,
Sheeta?
you know, it's okay. I guess I'll die on that sword. Sheeta. Yes. No, all right, maybe I took it too far, but I'll still stand by it until fucking Io Shirai shows me something. She has no fucking charisma. She's a charisma vacuum. Like, there are so many more talented and like that total package type of person. Because honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, a good match is a good match, but a good match won't get me, like people say this all the time, a good match won't get someone in the building. The build up is what gets someone in the building. And, you know, a little skeezy little fucking chick like Candice LeRae will get me into the building because she does shit like that, you know? That's what does it. And I know Sheeta doesn't do that either. So, okay, I understand. Sounds hypocritical.
Yeah, and also Sheeta has disgusting theme music.
Yeah, theme music is atrocious over there in AEW. Even they fucking bastardized Kenny Omega's music.
Hey, you know what? I will say this about Kenny Omega's music. The first time I heard it, I hated it, but I like it more and more.
It's not the same as the Cleaner. The Cleaner's music was the shit.
The Cleaners will always be better. The Cleaners
and the
music
Super
will
Kick
always
Party
be better.
song is
Sting's is good.
Stings
has a good
controversial.
theme.
I did like Sting's WWE music. I didn't say it was better. I did. I didn't.
You
say
did
it
or
was
you
better.
didn't?
I just said I liked it.
Oh, you know, I like Sting's WWE music as well.
Then,
yeah.
You know what was really cool back in the day? The Giant used to come out to no music. Yeah. Go
Did he
watch.
really?
He wrestled the Loch Ness Monster, which was like a fat dude in overalls. Back like at a Halloween Havoc when DDP went up against the Booty Man for the rights to Kimberly Page. the Booty Man. And
Wow.
DDP took the L. DDP was a heel back then. So
what a card. The Big Show, pre-Big Show versus the fucking Loch Ness Monster and heel DDP.
No, the Booty Man.
What
the
Booty Man. That makes it even better.
Kimberly
for the rights to his fucking wife. What a
this is like
card. What a card.
Like 93, 94 WCW. Yeah, I think there was a gimmick
Dear
match too. I
Lord.
think it was either the triple cage or the scaffolding above the cage match, something like that. I think that was the main event. They did the triple cage in real life. I'm not even like, it's not just a Ready to Rumble thing. But sorry, I always get off topic. God damn it, I'm such a fucking tard. Nah, fuck that.
Nincompoop.
Pre-game. No, yes, Nincompoop, sorry. But thank you for your time, Brettzky. I'm very happy you came back for the 1 year anniversary. You didn't have to because you're on to bigger and better things, and I'm down in the fucking dungeon with the Impact Dwellers. But I appreciate your time. The 9 listeners appreciate your time, especially the ones in Nigeria. I have 3
Do you actually
listeners in
have
Nigeria? What up, guys?
Oh my God! Yeah, what's up to the Nigerians? I'm sorry if Jim Cornette's comments earlier, you know, even though they're about Ethiopia, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we do apologize.
If those comments were upsetting.
We were quoting and what's the other paraphrasing, so don't take it out on us. But appreciate it. I predict 5-star reviews off this interview, this segment alone.
Oh.
So please,
absolutely.
Brettzky, plug what you got to plug, and I'll let you go on your way because I've taken way too much of your time.
Well, first off, Andy, I want to give you the biggest shout out because it is the 1 year anniversary of the Serial pregame, which is insane because I totally forgot that it was around a year ago that we did that first fucking recording for TLC 2019. So that's insane. So congratulations on gaining an even wider audience, getting all the way over to Nigeria. So congratulations, sir. Always happy to come back on the Serial pregame. You were my first. You broke my podcast hymen. You were my first podcast that I was officially on besides just getting interviewed on The Hangover. So I do appreciate you being the launching pad for my career, Mister with an I. So that is always holds a special place in my heart. But for my plugs, as we've mentioned a couple of times throughout the podcast, I am on the Afterparty Hangover tripod sessions with it's me, it's Mangria _fueled, and it's Julius _Caesar. We're taking the week off this week, but last week we had episode number 69. Pretty nice. We talk about NXT, talk about AEW, sometimes talk about a little bit about SmackDown, a little bit about Raw, but mainly NXT and AEW. Usually Caesar and Mangria are both drunk out of their minds, especially by the end. This last episode, 69, was actually, we had a bunch of special guests. We had Afterparty Jake, we had the Sherrif Zanca at Still With Us, and a returning Savage Alpha Foxtrot. So go check that out. You can catch all the Afterparty Hangover tripod sessions and all the Afterparty Hangovers on Mangria Fueled's YouTube. Just search Mangria space Fueled. You can get the tripod. You get APPW, which is Afterparty Pro Wrestling. You can get Sweet Nikki, Air Candy, S&M. You can get all that fun shit. And then I have my own podcast, because of course I do. It's called the Faux Pod, which is THE space FAUX space POD, on all your podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor, all of those. Search it up in there. Give it a listen. It drops every Wednesday. It's about an hour long. Just basically me sitting there shooting the shit with one of my friends about COVID, about slogans, about how they've been handling everything. So definitely go give that a listen on Instagram at thefauxpod.cast, and then on Twitter at thefauxpod_cast. And if you want to follow me personally,
99.
at the great Brettzky 99. 99, they did the thing. And yeah, that's my short list of plugs.
I wish you would plug me, but it's okay. You're over there where you are. You're with your family.
I plugged you right in the beginning.
Never mind, Brettzky.
Oh, I got it at the end. I thought you were being serious for a second. Then I'm like, oh, nope.
Man.
Good old Andy.
It's okay. I'm
Good
already
old
plugged right now, if you know what I'm saying.
I was going to say, you know what? That's the other thing, too, Andy. I would have been surprised if I got over there and you weren't already plugged. With a line forming outside of Nyla Rose, Nia Jax, all of these people just forming a line outside waiting with their own plugs.
I'm like Bruce Banner. I stay plugged, but he stays angry. So I stay plugged. I have one more question for you before we go. Where the fuck is that wrestling guy?
I don't know. I mean, he posted. He went away. He started posting again, and then I think he broke his arm or something, and then he's gone again. He's pulling you, Andy. He's pulling what you did. Except not, in the military.
I had a real reason to leave, and I saw a beer bong today that reminded me of the bet we made of Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania.
Oh my God! You know what? I forgot that Tony Nese was the Cruiserweight champion until like recently. Jake Atlas on NXT beat Tony Nese, and they're like, "Oh, he just beat a former Cruiserweight champion." I'm like, holy shit, that's right. Tony Nese has a win at WrestleMania.
Won me a bet, and this piece of shit is over in Australia running free, dodging. I don't even know what the term is. Dodging the deal, dodging the bet. He's backing out of the bet. He's been backing out, and I'm an elephant. An elephant never fucking forgets. So I'm gonna have to fucking bring him out of hiding, and I'm gonna be working hard all week to try to get his ass out of hiding.
Yeah, you just got to go to someone in the military, be like, listen, I don't have any confirmation, but I've heard there might be something going on in Australia. Can you send me over there?
And get this fucking beer bong done. It's just one beer bong. It's one beer bong. Just do it. Just do it, brother. I gave Jake an out for his bet, and luckily the Browns beat the Titans, and he didn't have to do my bet, even though he's a skeezy piece of shit and lied to Zanca about winning this chop shop. So,
wow,
exactly.
and he's a fake.
I don't understand what's with people these days. They can't just honor a fucking bet. I'm getting a little hot. I'm a little hot potato right now. I got some picante pants going on in here, but let's end this now before I get even more mad. And I'm gonna work on getting that fucker out of hiding. But thank you, Brettzky.
No, I'm happy. I'm
Well,
happy
I'm
that you're
trying to be my
taking care of
destiny
yourself,
over here
Andy.
because 2021's around the corner. So everybody, I hope you
That's
pregame
right. That's right.
responsibly. Please listen to the beginning of the show when I drop the word of the day. Once you hear it, take pregame your choice, but remember, pregame responsibly. Have a safe holiday, and thank you, Brettzky, for coming on the Still Real Pregame.
That's the show, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow at still_real_pre_game on IG and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spotify, and Anchor. Just search Still Real Pregame. Bye.
Andy with an R. Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Indicator!